started Trendupp Africa 5 years ago, is to basically be that platform, right, that stands as a support system for creators.
Marketing is no longer working. People are opening their body parts and they are jumping. Come and buy this one. Come and buy this one. A lot of people are doing that now, and people are doing extra things. People are dancing while shouting, while opening their body parts, and they are saying, come and buy this one, come and buy this one. What does that tell us? It tells us that people will continue to add layers to whatever it is they are doing just to get your attention.
Boldness is idea plus risk plus consistency. So boldness is basically you have that light bulb in your head, that spark, I want to do this, right? Then you take that risk.
Please hear me now. With every brand that you work with everything that you want to do, the kind of contents that you want to put out, always choose quality over quantity.
Irrespective of numbers, right? Two things you must focus on. Make sure you build your craft to a level where you can boldly say that I can drive engagement for you. Secondly, make sure you build your influence to a level where no matter how small, you should be able to move the needle of conversion for brands.
Don't box yourself into a corner. There are a lot of opportunities out there that sometimes you always, try to cage yourself to a box.
You are special and you are unique in your ways, and the world has not seen the best of you. Put your hand on your chest and say, me, I will shock the world. Say it again. Say, zzz, I will shock the world.
Cheers. So if you know you are part of these 200 people, make some noise for yourself. You know what? Let me give you guys the code. It's possible that you might not be noticed because you're just seated, right? But if you make some noise, maybe 1 or 2 people might notice you, right? Is that what we're doing? So make some noise for your... Oh, Tito, Ashe Joda is okay, it's okay. So this Trendupp Award, I'm trying to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. This is proudly powered by the Lagos State Government. Please make some noise for... You're making my job easy. I don't have to say that so much. And this is also supported by Dot Media House, Sycamore, Adam and Eve, Tramango, and every single person seated here. Make some noise for yourself. I promise you, they didn't add that to my job description. But, we support... If not for you guys, would this be happening? So, make some noise for yourself one more time. We love you guys as much as. And it's about time I engage the audience. Just maybe 5 people. Do you want to tell... Anybody want to tell me what you're expecting today? Anybody? What are you looking forward to seeing today?
Great things.
Great things from who?
From Trendupp.
Okay. Do you have any of your faves that are coming that you're looking forward to seeing? What are you looking forward to seeing? Just too funny. Awa. Okay. Amazing what? Amazing. He's here. Oh. Are you guys not seeing greatness? From the back, you already know them. What are you looking forward to taking home, ma'am? No, I'm putting you on the spot. You're shy. Why? What are you looking forward to taking home?
Insights from my favorite creators.
Do you want to mention 1 or 2?
Omoye.
Wow. Is this your first time?
Yes.
First timer?
Yes.
Is this going to be the last?
No, I don't think so.
Obviously not.
And I'm also here to support Pooja because he'll be here.
Oh, Pooja. I don't think he's here yet, but yes. He is. You see, every single person that is speaking today, they are very, very punctual. And I really hope and expect that you people learn a lot and you take so much home. Aside from, just the vibe and happiness, right? Is that what we are doing? Can we begin? If you want me to start, make some noise for TrenduppX! So it's about time I bring up the reason why we are here. Let's say one of the reasons why we are here. The CEO of Trendupp Awards. Thank you so much. Thank you. The CEO of Trendupp. It is not easy to, sit down with people, bring up ideas like this and execute it. I know that so many of us have so many hidden ideas, not executed yet, but executing it 5 years later, it is still growing, he's still nurturing it, and it's still very amazing in the creative industry. Please Join me as I welcome Tiwalola Olanubi, founder and CEO of Dot Media House and Trendupp Award, also known as TJ Dot. Is that enough?
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Welcome. Welcome. Please, can we put our hands together for Abike first? Like she started so well. I want to welcome you to the 5th edition of Trendupp Awards. It's amazing to kick off this season, this award season, with this impactful masterclass. And I would like you to also put a round of applause for our team, the Trendupp Africa team, for just doing an amazing work in the last 5 years up till now. Like Abike said, a lot of you could have been in the house right now, just chilling and all that, but you've decided to spend your time here. Most creators, honestly, prefer the fun part, just partying and vibing and all that. So to see this much creators always come out for serious conversations like this, I think it's something worth also giving a round of applause. So give yourself a round of applause, please. Amazing. Okay, so my speech is going to be really brief. I just want to touch on the aspect of support, basically. Just before we go into these conversations, I think it's important to just share a little about support. In over 15 years of my entrepreneurial journey, leading one of the foremost media companies in Africa called Dots Media, where we basically handle advertising for brands like Pepsi, HP, Intel, Adidas, and brands like that. And even my journey across running businesses in the food space, in the real estate space, and also leading this great organization called Trendupp Africa. One major thing that has been crucial, right, all through this journey is support, right? And the support comes from different angles. Support from my mentors, support from the team members, support from friends of the house, support from my family, right? And I'm sure a lot of people here can relate with that. If you look at everybody, basically. Let me use our facilitators, for example. Amazing Clef, I'm sure, in his journey of becoming a force, right, must have enjoyed all sort of support from different mediums or different angles. Up to the level of the presidency or anyone you can think about. If you look at President Trump, for example, I'm sure he's enjoyed a level of support all through his journey and career, or like the presidential journey, right? And why have I said all this is to basically, for two reasons, right? To explain the essence of Trendupp Africa, right? The reason why we've started Trendupp Africa 5 years ago is to basically be that platform, right, that stands as a support system for creators. So in any way you want to see it, like there was no award or there was no platform that was honoring or awarding the creators with the much work that creators put into their craft. And Trendupp Africa decided to kick off that platform, and now we're in the 5th year where we've honored over hundreds of creators across Africa, right? Thank you. To funding, being on the mobile app where you can access funding for your crafts, access funding from your fan base, also to having the first ever magazine, right, that basically creates or talks about the happenings in the influencer and creator space, right? So when you look at all this, right, the essence of what Trendupp Africa stands for is to be that support system, right, for all creators. And it's not just only the very successful creators. We are here to support creators from the get-go, from wherever level you are, whether you're a micro influencer or you're a macro influencer, whatever level of creator you are, Trendupp Africa will always be here to support you, which is the essence of what this TrenduppX Masterclass is all about, right? To put you in front of people that have done it, right? And you're able to learn from them. You're able to ask the right questions for your journey. So that's the first reason why I've spoken about support. And the second reason is so that you're able to take this conversation seriously. 5 years down the line, there will be people here who, because of this class, would have become more successful in their journey, right? So I hope that you're able to take that and use it effectively, right, for your journey as a creator. I won't be able to end this without, obviously, in terms of support, also appreciate our sponsors and partners, right? It's been amazing over the 5 years having a brand like Pepsi back us, right, for these 5 years. Pepsi is one of those brands in Nigeria that understands the pop culture and understands the creator economy, right? And they've always put their money where their mouth is. They've always supported creators. So please put your hands together for Pepsi. Also, I would like to thank Sycamore, who is one of our categories partners this year, a fintech brand who gives loans and are able to help you with investments, right? Thank you for also understanding our vision and for supporting us on this journey generally. Sycamore is led by Tunde, and we really appreciate Tunde for coming on board with his brand to support this initiative. Please put your hands together for Sycamore as well. I would also especially like to thank the Lagos State government, especially the Ministry of Arts and Tourism, Arts and Culture, led by Honorable Idris Aregbe, who will be here in a bit with us and would also be speaking to you. We sat together and I was able to understand how much the ministry is trying to do, right, for the creative economy and how much they've even done already. And immediately we shared this vision with him. It was a no-brainer with the government, with the Lagos State government coming on board, because empowering the young people is one of the key things to this government in Lagos, right? And being able to have the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture join us for this masterclass is one that deserves another round of applause. So I would end my speech here. Again, welcome to the first activity, which is the Trendupp Awards pre-event. I hope that you really take the conversation seriously. You ask the right questions as you speak to all our facilitators from Poja to Beauty to Howard to Amazing Clef and the Visual Advocate. How many of you know the Visual Advocate? Great, I can see your hands. Can you put your hands together for him? All right, thank you so much. Welcome again to the Trendupp Awards season. I hope you have a nice night today.
Thank you so much, sir. Are you guys ready? You can hear me, right? I like this technology so much. We can even do disco dance, right? We just be dancing and nobody knows what's going on. I can tell you my secret now, and nobody outside is gonna hear you. Do you understand? So we're about to move on to the panel session, which is one of the most knowledgeable places when it comes to masterclass. And I hope you have your pen and paper ready. In case you're a notepad kind of person, I hope you have them ready. You're not just going to be looking at them, right? You're going to look at them like, yes, jot some things down. So are you ready for our panelists? If you know you're ready for our panelists, let us make them feel so special as they already have. Please make some noise for them. The echoes on this, perfect. So I'm going to be introducing one of the most reputable photojournalists and influencer, Pooja Media. Please make some noise for Pooja. While I read out his biography, he's here already. This is what happens when you have so much that you do at the same time and you do it so successfully. Please, another round of applause for him again. Because when I remember what he does with the Ojude Oba thingy, I just know that so many words of motivation are about to drop. So yes, Ayo Ishola. So sorry to cut things short. Pooja Media, Sulaiman Adebayo, popularly known as Pooja. He runs a bespoke digital and media communication solution brand based in Lagos, Nigeria. That's not easy at all. Offering cut-through services including content creation, digital marketing, photography, videography, drone services, and you're not making some noise, and influencer marketing. As a digital service provider, Pooja has created content for multinational brands in variegated sectors like multi-choice, make some noise, Bet Ninja, Google, Kaloha, Life Scores, and Budweiser, amongst others. He's also an accredited FIFA and CAF photojournalist. Pooja has covered international competitions of repute such as FIFA World Cup, several AFCONs, AWCON, and the highly acclaimed Commonwealth Game. Pooja also ran an independent show on Top Radio FM called Sports Numbers, features on several radio shows and international TV shows too. Pooja has also built a strong personality with presence on social media platforms where he commands a huge following. He deserves a round of applause. Please welcome on stage Pooja Media! Your hands are paining you. This is what happens when you are too humble, right? But he speaks so much volume of knowledge and many things that he has put into his career. Welcome, sir, once again. And now I'm about to introduce to you guys the next person on the panel session, which is Ayo Ishola. He is an accomplished creative director with over a decade experience working on a major global brand like Guinness, MTN, Johnny Walker. Known as the creative director of the masses, he advocates for creativity as a tool for bold transformation, from Miami Art School to Cannes Young Lions and judging international festivals. Ayo's career reflects both expertise and purpose. At the core of his work is a clear mission to lead people into following their path of creative direction through speaking engagement, mentoring, and guiding brands. He is committed to helping unlock meaningful and imaginative, impactful creative and business breakthroughs. Please make some noise for Ayo Ishola. It's not easy. It's not easy. You can see that we have everything under control, Abby. Are you sure your brain is ready enough for this? Are you guys sure? Are you? Okay. I'm about to welcome on stage Bright Esagboje. Am I right? Am I right? Am I? Okay, I don't want him to drag me after this. He is a distinguished media executive with extensive expertise across traditional and digital executions. He has led numerous impactful campaigns for top local and global brands, including Pepsi, HP. That's not what we are doing. Pepsi, HP, InDrive, Cheaper, Adidas, Leap Africa, and other prominent brands. As the business lead of Dot Media House, a leading media firm in Africa, it drives ROI-focused strategies, gearing a highly creative and professional team to deliver exceptional results, dedicated to developing the next generation of industry leaders in PR. Are you not part of the next generations? He co-founded the ACE Professional Institute in Benin City, where he has also helped produce chartered public relation practitioners through rigorous training for NIPR certification. Mr. Bright's thought leadership extends to authorship and content creation. He is also the author of Stepping Into Greatness and has written numerous insightful articles on business, branding, personal development, inspiring professional and emerging talents alike. A recipient of multiple accolades for contributions to media, education, social impact, Mr. Bryce combines visionary leadership with a passion for excellence, leaving a lasting mark in every endeavors. Please make some noise for Mr. Bright Esagboje. Wow. This is a lot. Make some noise for the facilitator too. Na me o, emi ni o. If you don't like me again so soon. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a good time. Oh, where's your mic? How are you doing, Mr. Puja?
Really good. Thank
Is it? I used to call you Poja
you. Yeah,
because I felt like it was a Yoruba name. Am I right or I'm wrong?
wrong.
Oh, so it's Puja.
Yes, Puja.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're fine?
100%.
Have you taken pictures for us for Twitter, right?
Of course I did.
Hi, Mr. Bright.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
doing very well.
Is today a good day?
Yes.
Very good.
Excited about the day.
Would you have chosen to be under the duvet or here?
I would have, of course, chosen to be here.
Hi, the visual advocate, Mr. Ayo. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
I like it. Don't worry, today is settled, okay? So who should I start my questions from? I want the audience to tell me. Who should I start the questions from? They want to throw him under the bus. So I'm going to start with this question. Do you think it is strategic for an influencer to have a stronger presence on one platform over the other, like Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok over another?
Well, good morning, everyone. Good to be here, though. So it depends. So I will talk from my own perspective. I think it's balanced, but based on your niche, I think you have to be more, on one platform. For me, is the conversational page always been, because for a sport person or a sport content person, you have to churn out a lot of content, and you can't do that on maybe TikTok or maybe Instagram. But on Twitter, you can do like over 100 tweets per day, and because it engages, it rolls out, it refreshes over time. It's good for people like us. So for sport content creators, I think X or Twitter, anyone you want to call it, moves well for us, and that's why I have a lot of followers. Because on Instagram, so one thing about Instagram is, for us, it doesn't build up for us because we want to be seen everywhere in the continent. So nobody retweets on Instagram. And when you post and you have a comment, the comment stays on your page. But Twitter, someone can retweet you and take you to another terrain entirely, and it will blow up. So for content creators like us who are sports, who have the sport niche, I think X is good. But holistically, I think because I tweeted more to X, and all of a sudden I found out like my strengths should be spread across board, and I started doing content that can go on TikTok and of course Instagram. Of course, my followers are building up very well on other platforms as well, but because of that multiple and volume of content, I think for us content creators like sports, it's X for us.
So you're saying that depending on your niche as a creative, you should identify the particular platform that works for what you're doing, but also try to move it across board, right?
The funny thing is, so you can't really say per se. So let me give you an example. So when you do the content or you post a picture, once you started gaining traction on a particular platform, you have to put your strength, on that particular platform. So I do post on Instagram, post on TikTok, but it moves, but not like Twitter, because Twitter moves really fast. So once you see that this particular page or platform moves your content very well, you have to face it first, because if you spread it, you can be missing a lot of reaction, a lot of followership from that part. So fortunately for me, I started getting a lot of traction from X, so I have to focus on X. So for like 2-3 years, after I started Twitter, I didn't even have an Instagram page at all. And the people were asking me, Baba, you can actually move to TikTok, you can move to YouTube. And I think like 2-3 years ago, and I have multiple followers on all those platforms now. But because I concentrate my strength on X, which gave me multiple followers, I just stayed there. But of course, Right now that the platform are almost equal, you can actually spread it. But once you see that your content are moving on a particular platform, I don't think it's a no-brainer. You have to just stick with that platform and push well.
So this second question is going to Mr. Bright. In what ways can up and upcoming influencers add value to a campaign, even if they don't have huge numbers yet?
Thank you so much for that question. I think it's right to say that we're not in the eras of followers anymore. We're in the eras of engagement, right? So I would make both to say that numbers really do not count. For influencers that are considered by brands for campaigns, one thing that is extremely important for them is, can this person actually give us the quality of engagements that we want? Then, second layer results. Can this person actually drive influence in terms of getting conversion for us? If they respond, that's on the side of the agency presenting the list of influencers. If the response is on a no, you'll find yourself on the list of those who are not going to be used for such campaigns. So I think, be able to say that everybody here should give attention to where exactly the industry is right now. Engagement is key, right? Also, it's important for you to know that if you get entrance into a list of influencers that, of course, is to be used, you definitely have to give your all to that campaign. This is a value that is not being emphasized mostly, especially when it comes to engaging influencers and all of that. No agency is going to tell you, please take it seriously. Because one, they believe you are an adult, you are mature enough, and you should take your craft to be a business. If that's the case, you should give all it takes to that campaign. Your height of professionalism is extremely important. That's a value that every agency, every brand is definitely going to. They will perceive, they will see, this guy has the energy that we want. What happened to the content? You can be considered for other campaigns if they see that you are serious enough, and of course you are ready to actually follow through with the guide of the campaign, right? So numbers, okay, I think I should be fair to the OGs now. Irrespective of numbers, right? Two things you must focus on. Make sure you build your craft to a level where you can boldly say that I can drive engagement for you. Secondly, make sure you build your influence to a level where, no matter how small, you should be able to move the needle of conversion for brands. Then, lastly, please take it very seriously. Take your craft very seriously. It's just too important for us to ignore. I know you want to create the content, but ask yourself, are you building the character that will help the content fly? That will help your brand fly? Be sincere with yourself. If the answer is no, go and package yourself well enough. We know that platform monetization is there. You feel like you don't need the brand engagement anymore. But that's one of the pillars of the industry. So there's no how you can take it off the industry itself. So you must be serious enough in order for you to get the brand engagement and, of course, give them the value that they expect to get. So don't see yourself like, I'm just starting out. I have just few influencers, few followers, I meant to say, and I will not be able to get the engagement. Once we that have the inner eyes, we're on the agency side. Once we see that we have the quality of engagement that we want, that we think is going to benefit the brands, we see that this person gets some sort of cult community, and he or she is able to actually influence them to take actions. Forgive me, you will constantly be on the list of people to be used for campaigns here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. So in Mr. Bright's word, build crafts, build your influence, and take your job very seriously. So I'm telling you guys, for the people that are sleeping, okay, wake up, okay?
All right, hello. You're welcome to this section of TrenduppX Masterclass.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so can we meet you?
Yeah, I'm Ezeke Claudio. I'm a crazy portrait photographer based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a creative portrait photographer based in Lagos, Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, what inspired you to attend TrenduppX Masterclass?
Okay, and I've always been eager to explore the creative space and get to know more things that I don't know, from those who are higher than me. So when I saw the video on online on Instagram, so that I immediately just knew that I want to attend this event to know what I don't know and all that. Yeah.
All right. So, is there any challenge that you think you would hope to have or get answers to here?
Yes, actually. I think I would like to know how we can increase our productivity and gain more clients, more premium clients, know what we are not doing right, know what we need to explore and dive into to know how we can, expand our knowledge and creativity.
Did you register in the creative arts niche?
Yes. Yes, I did.
So I'm guessing, yeah. So I guess right?
Yeah, sure you did.
All right. So thank you very much for being here, right?
Thank you.
So I hope you have a lot of fun here.
All right. Thank you very much.
And can we meet you?
Yeah, my name is Chiran Wajofo, the current Mr. Ideal ECOWAS. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
That's what's up.
All right. So what inspired you to attend TrenduppX Masterclass today?
Normally I follow up on Trendupp on Instagram and all of that. So I saw the link and the post where they talk about like having the masterclass. So I registered and I got a call. So I guess we're actually picked to come, yeah, especially. So I felt honored, yeah. So to honor the invite. So yeah, that's why I came. So they called me, I think on Monday. I would have had something to do today, but like since you guys called, I also come, obviously. I mean, it's Trendupp, so it's a big deal. So yeah.
So what are you hoping to expect? What are you expecting from this masterclass?
So I'm looking forward to learning more about content and stuff like that. I mean, that's what the masterclass is about. And yeah, I also picked creative art, so looking forward to like learning more about creativity beyond what I already know, because I'm actually a dancer, an actor. I edit, I do a lot of things, but I just want to understand from other person's vision. So I more like make a merge and see what it comes out. So like I'm more about learning from people, so I make myself better. That's how I grow. I learn. Yeah, so learn every day. Yeah.
So I hope you can get like the answers to your many questions in this masterclass.
I'm one person that knows how to ask questions, but when I'm like setting like this, I'm more like stay reserved and stuff. But let's see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it being fun and
I'm learning a lot too.
Yeah.
Process.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, good to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Queen Nkoyen.
You look very beautiful, by the way. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm so sick. Like so sick. I just have to come here. But I know I wouldn't regret it though, trust me.
Yeah, I wish you a quick recovery. Of course, you're coming here, you will not regret it. You won't regret it coming here. So, what inspired you to come to this event?
Okay, what actually inspired me? I saw the flyers online and I was like, oh, this is something I can do. I'm a creative, I host red carpet, and I just want to improve my skill. And when I saw that it's a master class, I love learning. And I saw the lines of the people facilitators that's talking. I was like, oh, I need to come here because I know I have a lot to learn from the master class.
So, what niche are you focused on learning today? No, aside from the panelist section, what niche are you focused on learning today?
The creative niche. Creative arts, yeah.
All right, no problem. So I hope you can learn everything you need to learn to help you get better. Thank you very much for coming here.
No problem. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right. You're welcome to this section of TrenduppX Masterclass. Can we meet you?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. You're looking good.
You too. I your drip.
I appreciate it. I'm Caleb, one of the regional kings for Mr. Ideal Nigeria, presently Southern King. So that's me. I'm a model, a fashion model, a commercial model, a content creator, and so forth.
All right. So what inspired you to attend this TrenduppX Masterclass today?
A friend posted, and it was giving promising events. So I think this is my first event. At first, I registered, but I felt, is this for me? But later on, they called to check up and all that, and I said, okay, this is something I should try and all that. So I'm here.
So you're saying this is your first event as regards content creators and influencers kind of events. All right. So what are you hoping to expect? What are you looking forward to expect in this event?
I want to expand my horizon in the content industry. I forget that I want to be in the acting industry too, but I started with content. So let me build more on this. This is more of my strength. So I'm here to impact on that, get to connect, learn from our superiors and all that. Yeah.
So I hope that in the course of this masterclass, you're going to like learn whatever you can learn and go out to conquer the world.
I will.
All right,
So
all
you guys
right.
should just be watching out for me.
Of course,
You
we
know.
will. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, can we meet you?
Oh, my name is Rita Ogu. Sorry?
What do you do?
Okay, I'm an upcoming chef. Yeah. So, so I love to cook, and I'm trying to carve a niche for myself in that area. Yeah.
So I'm guessing you registered in the food niche.
Exactly.
All right. So, what are you looking towards learning, or what are your expectations in this masterclass?
Okay. For me, content creation is something I've always loved to do, but I don't know. I kind of find it kind of difficult to, go around it. So when I saw this, it was really an opportunity for me to, up my game and know everything that I need to know as it regards content creation. So that's basically what I want to. I want to also learn all the nitty-gritties, everything that content creation entails, how to up my game, my cooking and everything. Yeah, so that's basically what I want to learn.
So I want to hope that in your learnings you'll be like more audacious enough to ask the right questions when our facilitator comes. I mean, in the food niche.
Sure, I will.
So thank you very much for being here.
So this question is for the virtual advocate, Mr. Hayo. In a space where it looks like everybody is doing anything that works or that can go viral, how can creators infuse creativity in their content regardless of their niche? Testing.
Who's there?
Everybody.
Awesome. And I know this is a question that is in everybody's mind because there's that thing in all of us that wants to be free, You want to do it as it comes to your head, right? If you are still finding yourself brilliant, go as far as you can. To hell with niche. If you are still finding yourself. How many of us are finding ourselves? Great. But immediately you found yourself and you've gotten to the gravitational spot, that place that without that everything cannot hold. If you've not gotten to that point, then you can still try everything. For example, as a photographer, or for example, as a skit maker, you can make every kind of skit that comes to mind. Why? You are still finding yourself. If you can dance, awesome. If you can act, awesome. But immediately you find out that you've gotten to that thing, either by people telling you, wow, you're really good at this thing, maybe you're good at dancing, or you're good at talking, or you're good at not even talking. Once you start getting that feedback from people, that gives you a sign that you are close to the soul of your brand, of your personality, right? We find that in churches, we find that in mosques, we find that in schools. Some of you became SUG president, and that was when you knew you had the leadership capacity. Am I correct? Great. So if that is what you found yourself to have, or you've gotten to a level where you know that, yes, I have this gift, I can dance, or I can say something, or I can sing, and people will start crying. At that point, if you want to sing gospel, fine. Don't forget it is still your voice you are using. Are we correct? If you want to sing for a toothpaste brand, it is still your voice you are using. Is that correct? Good. So if you want to make content, regardless of your niche, you must make sure it aligns well with that soul that you have found. If you've not found the soul, you are just firing shotgun approach. You don't know which one will hit, But if you want to go the laser approach, and everybody is doing the same thing like you are, when you found yourself, I promise you, Your content will be different. If you go online now, everybody is shouting, come and buy this one, come and buy this one. Shouting is no longer working. People are opening their body parts and they are jumping. Come and buy this one, come and buy this one. A lot of people are doing that now, and people are doing extra things. People are dancing while shouting, while opening their body parts, and they are saying, come and buy this one, come and buy this one. What does that tell us? It tells us that people will continue to add layers to whatever it is they are doing just to get your attention. But this is the truth. Once you found the heart and you found the soul of who you are, and you know yourself that this is how I flourish, this is something I do, that when I do it and people see me, they feel me, then you can now execute. But no matter how you execute, yes, the question again is, if you want to do something that is a bit out of your niche, because everybody is doing it, right? I will ask you to add a bit of discipline, because creativity is 70 to 75% discipline. If you take creativity just as it is and you start getting 2 million ideas, 5 million ideas, you'll be a madman. Nobody will even recognize you. And if you follow trend and people are doing this one and you are doing it, they are doing that one, you are doing it, or mistakenly you follow crowd, you did something, it collect followers. You did it again, it collect followers. By the time you do it 10 times, you look at yourself and you not recognize yourself. Why? Because you've not found yourself. So we need to have it in our mind that we will find ourselves first. We will know ourselves first. If we do that, even if everybody here is talking about hardship and everybody here is talking about fuel price, when someone like Hawa talks about it, the POV will always be special. Do we all agree? Yes. Thank you very much.
So did we get that? Find yourself, make sure you know who you are and stick to it. Be very, very disciplined. I'm sure a lot of you will be thinking, Abike, what the hell are you doing? Where is Awa? I'm sorry, but she's not here yet. That's why we decided to go ahead. Anytime she comes here, she joins us, okay? Is that fine? Yeah. Okay. So the second question now for Mr. Puja is, as an influencer, can you share an example when you took a risk that paid off, or the one that didn't, and the lessons you learned?
Well, thanks for the question. If I talk like this, I always use my personal experience as a means to maybe teach or learn from. So I'll just, share a few story in less than 1 minute that I took a risk. So people saw me, now that he's a photographer, he travels everywhere. But I didn't set out to be a photographer. I didn't even plan it. It wasn't even in my dream to be a photographer. But in 2018, a big risk, because we had to, plan for AFCON in Egypt in 2019. And, I started a blog, a writer, pujablog.com. I was writing, so I thought, okay, fine, this writing, they make sense. And when accreditation came out, started applying for accreditation. And because most of us are built from the complete sport era, so all we do is to write and read. And, we got to NFL, we got to CAF, and there was no slot anymore. The Punch, the Guardian, the big platform, the Pulse, I've taken all the slots. You can't do TV because there's channels, there's AIT, big platforms. You can't do radio because you're not the cool FM of this world. So waiting can't remain for the table. Then my boss, still my boss, Biola Kazim, said, okay, fine. Let's go to NFF and ask them the slot that is remaining. And they said it's photojournalist. Photojournalist. Me, we be writer. You need to get a camera. I don't even know how to undo a camera at all. And he said something. Baba, you don't know what. See, just get this and just get to Egypt. Anything can happen. So my own thought was, okay, fine, let me get this accreditation, get to Egypt, and continue my writing. And I bought now the lowest camera, the naming ceremony kind of camera. So I got it, we got to Egypt, and I took a picture. I took a picture of Mo Salah. And then in 2017-18, I was less than 10,000 followers. So I was thinking, since my writing is giving me a lot of followers in my head, I was having followers in my head, and my picture blew up. I was writing, but I just said, let me just be like this picture. Let me just take this picture. I took the picture, I posted on X. And all of a sudden, before I know it, I've gone to like 30,000 followers. It looks like a good story, but it was a massive risk because I left my comfort zone to be. So before I left, I was watching all the YouTube about photography. Because at that time, I looked like I was a little bit big. So for me to now go and learn photography, I won't learn. No, let me go and watch. So I watched, I did all that I had to do. So it was a major risk for me. And before I left Egypt, I think I got over 50,000 followers. And when I got back to Nigeria, I think August after AFCON in 2019, I felt like there's no Puja blog again. Now it's Puja Media. So started saving. So what I'm saying in essence is don't box yourself into a corner. There are a lot of opportunities out there that sometimes we always, try to cage ourselves to a box. And I did the same thing because I wasn't willing to go because I wanted to be a writer. I was getting a lot of traction. I think at that time I had AdSense on my blog and I was getting little, dollars. So I felt like I have to do more on my blog. But 2018 it all shut down, and I took a very massive risk. Went to Egypt as a photographer. It's even lesser than amateur. I wasn't even. And when I got to Egypt, when you saw Chinese, all these guys with massive gadgets, you have to hide your own gadgets, like make them not disgrace me for you. And when you stand beside them and you see that gadget, you feel like, but your focus is what you want to gain. And that's why I said from the first question, once I saw that traction is making sense, I think till then, there's no international tournament I don't want to go to because I know the traction that comes with it. I know the engagement that comes with it. And since then, I've been able to amass over 1 million followers. And what I'm saying in essence is, don't cage yourself. Be open-minded. Right now, I think creativity in a way is spread across platform now. You can blow at, and even TikTok is even a platform that is even crazy. You can post a picture and you can just blow out. So don't limit yourself. In 2018, there was no TikTok. 2018, not really big IG platform as well. It was only Twitter and Facebook. And I streamlined myself to X, and I got a lot of followers. So in essence, it was a major risk, which I always use as an example in cases like this to not box ourselves to a corner. Be open-minded, be creative enough, take challenges. And I know fully well that if you are creative enough, what you churn out is okay for the audience and of course the followers. You start building up from there. And I won't say I'm a blogger anymore because people see me as a photographer now. That was the story of how I became a photographer. And I don't think I'm going to go back. Continue the journey and being a photographer till death. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So the second question now is going to Mr. Bright. What role does niche content play in attracting brand deals in today's crowded creator space?
First of all, I'm very shocked at this question because what's really the industry without niche content? You decide to ask yourself, really, those that you look up to, you actually revere what they do, you revere them because of how they do it well for a particular industry, right? This might actually be a very unpopular opinion, but I think years to come, right, you would not see people want to call themselves hitmakers anymore, right? You will see them want to, you see people want to call themselves in alignment with industries, right? This is just basically speaking about the industry itself. That's the influencer creators industry. Now bringing it down to the brands itself, right? No brand just wants to throw money away or want to just reach for the wind. They want to reach for the stars. So why don't they always want to look out for influencers, one that fits their brand, fits their values, and fits the industry? So whenever we receive briefs, let me give you a short story of behind the scenes. Whenever we receive briefs, we already know that before we decide to actually bring in anybody on the ground or give us reach, we always want to focus on people that fits the brand and fits the industry. Because, to tell you the truth, brands, where they put their hands in their pocket to pay an agency to get influencers for them, they have ROI at the back of their mind. They want to be sure that every influencer creator that will post their content has this community that is quality enough that in the long run they can tell that has a large number of the target markets they want for that particular campaign. So imagine yourself not actually being niched down. As a matter of fact, what will become of you? Right? Take it from me. Your craft should do three things for you. One, it should bring about meaning for you. That is you being fulfilled in what you are doing. Secondly, it should bring monetization for you. You don't come look rich for Lagos. Thirdly, it should bring about impact for you. The impact spread across, it could spread across users, it could spread across brand. The impact here is how have you been able to use your craft to move the needle for the brands that you have been engaged to work for. Right? So if you know that these are the three things that are extremely important for you, you don't just want to be out there being in the wind and not being situated to a particular industry. You want to be niched down. That is one of the many ways you can attract as many brands as possible. And lastly, campaigns lately, we don't just want loud voices. We don't want people that can make noise. We want real voices. When a doctor, for instance, puts his voice against or behind a particular health tech or health brand, is the voice really enough for you to actually take the action you should take? The answer will always be yes. So what becomes of you if you are not that influencer or creator that people can say that if this person actually says something about a brand, it will go far? What becomes of you? So if you know that meaning is important, monetization is important, and impact is important, please try your best possible to find the soul of whatever you are doing. Just like AY said, there is a niche in that niche, right? Find the soul of it, stick to it, and you find yourself attracting a branch that you definitely want to attract. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bright. Okay, so the second question for Mr. Ayo would be, in your experience, what are the steps to remain authentic while also resonating with diverse audiences?
This kind of takes me to the first point I made. So if there's anything you take out from all the English I'm speaking today, if there's anything you take out from every single thing I'm going to say today or I've said today, it should be make sure you find yourself. The way that solves a lot of problems. He started out as a blogger, ended up taking pictures. Who you saw taking picture on the pitch is not a photographer. Even if he takes the best picture in the world, it's still not. His soul is someone who understands the passion, the story behind what is happening in the pitch. Whether you like it or not, it will show in that picture, but people can't say it. They will know, they just feel it. I don't know, I just like, there's just something about this picture I can't tell. That is his background. A lot of you are funny. A lot of you are very good in story writing or storytelling. But you want to work in a bank. Let me tell you the truth. Don't nod your head. You might actually work in a bank. But your storytelling, your comedic gift might actually be that thing that will get you more customers than your next guy in the bank. But if you've not found yourself, you will copy what the other guy in the other teller or in the other box is doing. So if you want to get into the creative space or you are already in the creative space, please don't get carried away by the pressure. Don't get carried away by the trend. Find yourself. Do that hard work. If you can do that, from that place, you can channel different things. If you look at Kiki, if you connect the soul of her idea, you will see that it is still consistent till date. From when she started to where she is today, the soul is still consistent. Look for anybody who is a legend today. One thing is consistent. You can see their soul from the work they've done. So you need to ask yourself, do I just want to get the engagement? Do I just want to make money and just fade away? Or do I want to stand for something? Do I want people to remember me for something? I'm not saying you have to carry flag and fight for people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying people should be able to remember you for one thing. And if they remember you for that thing, it will be a very good luck for that thing to align with your person. Something you can do when NEPA is taking light. Something you can do when there's no money in your account. Something you can do when you are in front of 8 million people, and because it is part of you, you can still do it. Something you can do where you don't need the newest camera because the next makeup artist has just upgraded her kit. You have to always stand up from that gravitational pull. It is one force that is holding everybody in this world together. Do we agree? It's not different forces. If we get outside space, then it's another story for another day. So you too, make sure you find it. Bill Gates, from the beginning of what he has done till now, is still the same spirit, same soul, same concept. He's just channeling it differently. Mark Zuckerberg is still the same thing. It's just that, okay, now, sir, you need to be seen every day. We need to see you more on social media. Then he makes sure his hair is now more puffed up. You know, he's looking more friendly. But you will see that the soul is still the soul. Don't lose your soul for anything, because there's no greater regret than when you get to a high level, you don't recognize yourself anymore. You can't find yourself anymore because you've danced and danced and danced, and one day you see one small girl doing makeup and you start crying because that was supposed to be you. A lot of big investors today, they meet people like you, they meet people like us, and they're like, how much do you need for your startup? The reason why they want to invest in you is not because of what you're presenting. It's because of the passion you were using was the passion they had before they misrode. So this is consistent everywhere. So if the way you are now, if you can get yourself right, if you can find yourself now, trust me, no matter what trend comes, no matter what shift comes, if economy make you do anything we want to do, you will still stand strong. And let me tell you guys the good news out of everything. If you stay consistent with who you are, the world always shifts. The stage always moves. It's just that it's unfortunate that the enemy always finds a way to distract us. When you want to focus, there is always a distraction. There is always a distraction. Who agrees? When you want to read, that's when sleep is calling you. When you have said you will not check Instagram, that's when your friend will send you a picture. You check that picture, there is no way. The next post, they always switch past the one we then send you. Do you get what I mean? So we need to always be focused. If possible, write it somewhere. Find yourself. I must find myself. And speaking to the fact that the world will always shift to you, let me explain this. There is a guy who is carried away. He always sketches weird plants, right? He knows how to sketch plants. And you know, plants are normally green, yellow. Some have some very cool gradients. All this guy does is he sketches weird, ugly plants. But when they wanted to shoot Wakanda, the first one, every single illustrator they got started putting on professional hats and were drawing beautiful plants. And the director was like, nah, this is not what I want. I need something that feels organic. Something like, because the plants people are drawing are the plants they've seen, right? And the director is saying, you've not been to Wakanda, so you cannot draw the plants that the world knows. And that was how they found this guy on Instagram, drawing very weird plants. And they're like, who is this guy? And they got him. That plant that they used to bring T'Chaka, what name of this guy? The main guy. Yeah, T'Challa. The plant. All those things he was the one that sketched them. They've never seen it before. And trust me, we all here, if there's anything I'll promise you, you have what nobody has seen before. And let me tell you why you will know you have what nobody has seen before. If 5 of us learn how to draw and we can draw perfectly, 5 of you did not come through the same Uber. If 5 of you came through the same Uber, then it means you met somewhere. Before you met there, 5 different things happened to everybody. If you guys all went through that, you did not come out from the same womb. Your yes, your no's, the contract you did and did not work out, the school you went, all your mates left with 2-1. You had carryover. Guess what? You were able to meet people they did not meet. So we all have everything that connects with us. And I have this, and I'm saying this under clear authority. I've met with clients that the reason why they want to work with you is not necessarily because of the brief. They work with you because they like you, they like your aura, they like your vibe. And because of that vibe, they know that even if the work is about to mess up, this guy's discipline will make sure he sees it to the end. Does that make sense to anybody? Thank you very much.
Was that powerful? Have you guys learned so much? If you know you've been blessed by this panel session, let me hear you make some noise! Thank you so much, Puja Media. Thank you so much, Mr. Bright. And thank you so much, Mr. Hayo. So we have space for just 3 questions. So the first 3 people to raise their hands for questions. Okay, 1, 2. Please, can you stand up? 1, 2, 3. If I'm right. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to say who your question is directed to, and please make it.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Please, can we put our hands together for him? And the reason why I'm asking us to do that, is out of, him able to share his, out of his vulnerability, right? Boss, me and you, now the same WhatsApp group we did. A lot of people told me I was funny. But people telling you have one trait does not mean you have all it takes to niche into that trait. You are funny does not mean you now need to stand on a stage and begin stand-up comedy. If you have a gift that does better than your comedy, I promise you, try your best to hide that comedy this thing. It will show. When I write my scripts for the contents I make online, right? A lot of people come to my DM saying they got what I said in so, but a lot of people did not get it. They thought that was so funny, right? Or there were some jokes I will script into what I'm writing. Why? Because in the salt and pepper and curry that made me together, comedy is one of it. I promise you, once you find yourself, Sorry, please. Somebody is stretching to look at me, so let me just stand up. Yeah, I promise you, once you find self, thank God you are no longer stretching. Once you find yourself, if they born you well, try bury your comedy traits or your ability to write traits. It will show. It will show. And I can give you several examples. There are musicians today that when you listen to their music, you are saying, this guy is deep on a different level. You will know that those guys are gifted with pen. Are we? There are some people that when they write a rap song, you will hear it and it will be like the person opened their window and was staring at you because the thing will hit you differently. So, me saying you should find yourself does not mean you should find just one thing about yourself. You might be funny. You might also be someone who feels pain for other people. You might also be someone who you can't just stand and just see someone get cheated. If you put that into your design, you know now, God bless me small, right? It will show. Empathy will show in your design. Because when a design is sweet and when a design is well done, there's something called brutal simplicity, right? When a design is well done, you will look at the design. You'll be like, this thing is simple, but I cannot do it. It is because of the level of craft and the level of truthfulness, sincerity that the designer has poured into it. There's something called the reduction approach. It is done by the Germans. The French do the maximalist approach. Germans will remove and remove and remove till, you know those drawings that they will draw a cow, but it's almost like one line, another line. It's not complete, but you can see the cow, right? That's the reduction approach. France, on the other hand, they know how to make things brutally maximalist. They want it to be aesthetic. If you are saying car, it must not show car. It must be something else, right? So, whenever you see a Brazilian design, you know it from afar. When you see a German design, you know it from afar. But China came and said, sorry, I don't want to curse. I'm going to say, yeah, going. China came and said, you know what? Reduction design, let's get a Brazilian, be in the head of the reduction design department. This one, maximalist guys, come. We do cars that can do these ones. We do cars that can do this one. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you are not the same as the person you are sitting next to. What you will like is not what you will like. Although, if we tell the truth, you cannot explain why you like what you like. Because sometimes you like what you like just because you don't want to like what everybody likes. And it will be hurting you because what everybody likes, it makes sense. I would have had it, but just because I'm stubborn, I don't want to like what they like. So this is the advice I want to give everybody here, because whether we like it or not, we are all gifted differently and we have different gifts. All your gifts will show. That one, I promise you, all your gifts will show. Once you pick one thing, whether it is writing, your comedic gifts, your empathy, your gift of empathy, everything will come together and show forth. By the way, Nas Boy, from the day he said, some people don't want me to succeed, but they can never see Milo, and he brought Milo out of his pocket. He's a skit maker, but didn't that tell you guys he has a brilliant pen game? They not born you and make you hide your gift. I'm telling you for free. Once you find yourself, don't worry about other parts. It will stand you out.
Wow. Breathing. I know it's a lot. Breathing. But before we continue, please, I would like to specially welcome our very own honorable. Are you guys still silent? Why now? That wasn't what we discussed. So let us specially recognize Honorable Idris Aregbe, the special advisor for Nigeria Tourist Art and Culture. Please make some noise. Thank you. I told you guys before that we have so many things in store for you. Just be ready, okay? Don't worry, we have food. You're already eating, so we can go ahead, Abby, and not take any break, right? No, okay. So would like to end the panel session now. I'm sorry, the two other people that have questions, you'd have to do it later because we are running out of time. I'm sorry, okay? Or you write it in their comment section. I'm going to promise you now that they would respond to you, okay? So please, we have to say thank you so much to all the panelists. It was such an amazing time. Am I lying? Okay. It was such a knowledgeable time. Am I lying? And it was such a very, very good time. And we're able to pack as much as knowledge that you infuse into us. So we say thank you so much for honoring the invitation. And thank you so much for pouring into everybody. We at TrenduppX say thank you so much. So it's time for the pictures now. And then we go on to the Sycamore Challenge. Are you guys ready? Yeah, I like it. I like it. Sorry, I was supposed to be in the picture. Thank you so much. So we have not really a surprise, but something to entertain you guys. And
I know feel like you, I know that we go, want to fly you to Puerto Rico, oh my love. I got the one you, let me remind you, oh baby, I do boy,
don't worry, we'll dance later, okay? We need to be as fast as we can. So we're about to go into the next segment on the masterclass, which is for the Sycamore Challenge unveil. Are you guys ready? Let us make welcome. You put in, oh, you didn't add, but I'm just going to say it. Mojisola Fagbonwolo. Am I right? I'm such a Yoruba girl. Fagbonwolo. She said precious. Oh, you're representing her. So the head of marketing at Sycamore. Please make some noise for her, please. Thank you.
All right. Wow, it's good to see you guys. I mean, I didn't expect this large crowd, but I mean, I'm so amazed at the number of turnouts. My name is Precious, and I'm representing the Sycamore team and the head of marketing, Mojisola. So, I mean, we've been looking at the whole Trendupp Award thingy, and we're like, oh, this is really nice. I mean, we're a proud sponsor of Trendupp, and we're like, okay, let's see what we can do for other aspiring content creators. And that's why we're here. So, as many of you know, Sycamore is a proud sponsor of the Emerging Force category at this year's Trendupp Award, a category that recognizes rising stars in the creator economy who are making a real impact through content. And we're also recognizing that there are also many more talented creators out there, people doing incredible work who may not be in the nominee list this year, but absolutely deserve the spotlight. Now, who is Sycamore? Sycamore is your one-in-all financial app. From savings to loans to investments, we got you covered. And that's why we're excited to launch something special for you. Now, from July 4th to July 10th, we're rolling out a 7-day creator challenge, and it is your chance to shine. And what's our goal? Our goal is to, give creators like you a platform to showcase your creativity, storytelling, and ability to drive impact, while also getting opportunity to partner with a fast-growing financial brand like Sycamore. And what do we want from you guys? We want you to be able to create and share content that highlights one of Sycamore's powerful offerings, our investment features, savings, multi-currency wallets, or customers' favorites like the 15 free transfers and 3% cashback on payments. So how is this going to work? So what we're looking at is you create content in your own style, right? Videos, reels, and post them across your platforms, and that's Instagram, X, TikTok, and tag Trendupp, collaborate with Sycamore, and every post should include a clear call to action, prompting your audience to either download the app, sign up, or try a specific product feature. Now, to track performance, one of the things we're looking at is we want to make it easy. So you're just going to use your unique referral code, which is available right in your Sycamore app dashboard. You just need to download the app, and then you see the section for referrals, and then put your unique referral code. And now let's talk about reward. We're offering a $1,000 cash prize to the creator whose content delivers the strongest combination of high-quality engagement, likes, comments, and shares, verified sign-ups and app download using your referral codes, and of course, a creative storytelling that aligns with Sycamore brand values. But it doesn't end there. We're also looking at, amplifying the top-performing content on our official Sycamore channel, giving you more visibility and reach beyond your own audience. And so if you're a content creator, aspiring content creator, this is your time to shine. And whether you're making waves already or you're just thinking about just joining the content creators scheme, it's time for you to shine, and this is your chance to show what you've got. So we're going to be on the lookout across all our social media handles for people who will be tagging, collaborating with Sycamore, tagging Trendupp as well, so that we can see what you can offer, and just get into your creative juices and give us that storytelling that we've been looking for. So for you to be able to collaborate with Sycamore, you can go follow our social media handle at Sycamore NG on Instagram. On Twitter, we have at Sycamore NG. On TikTok at Sycamore NG. And let's get creating. Let's make it unforgettable. And of course, it is Sycamore, and it's more for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're about to enter the deal of the day. I know I've said so many deals today. Don't worry, we have so many deals for you. But this particular segment, are you ready for it? If you are chewing popcorn and you are watching me, I've not eaten, no, but you are eating your food. I'm doing my job. Do your job too. You're chewing popcorn, really? But I'm about to welcome on stage. I'm not going to call his name yet, so I want you guys to guess. His name is Chukwudi Ezugo, popularly referred to as by the moniker as who? As who? Only people on this side as who? Now you're talking. I want him to feel more special than we already know he is, right? He is a Nigerian broadcast journalist, digital content creator, public affairs analyst, and political satirist. He is most recognized for his work as co-anchor of As E Dey Hot, a popular political discussion program which aired for a period spanning of a decade on Wazobia Max FM. That's a lot. Some of us were still in GSS1 primary school, right? In addition, he is a delight to watch as one of the most amazing quartet at who hosts African leading podcast, the Honest Bunch podcast. Husband Material is also known for his engaging and humorous style in discussing serious political issue, making him a force to reckon with in Nigerian media industry. He's also a strong advocate for transparency and accountability in governance, youth involvement in politics, and people-oriented policies. He doesn't joke with egusi soup. Make some noise for the one, the only husband Material. So he's about to point to you for 5 minutes. I hope you have your listening ears, because after today you have to pay to listen to him. Okay?
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Look at the person sitting next to you and tell the person you know small. Say it with, see, if you are telling the person with conviction and the person is not telling you, it means the person hates you. And that person does not want you to succeed. Tell the person you know small. Tell the person, oh, kere noye. Sokwepo. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ezugu Chuku the Cyprian. A lot of people call me husband material. My wife likes to add tall, dark, and handsome. So, it is such great honor that I am standing before you all. Make I first issue disclaimer. Not be saying I me get sense pass. Not be even say I really get sense like that. But it is such great privilege. And I believe that, when we are done with this conversation, we will definitely learn something very important. So everything that I have been able to achieve in my life, I tie it to God's grand design. Whether you dey worship God, whether you get juju where you dey serve, whether thought is there inside your cupboard, consign me. Now my own, now I dey talk. I believe that everything that I have achieved and that I will achieve is God's grand design. I got into the media space by mistake. From when I small, they say I too they argue, make I become lawyer. Jam me 4 times. I respect myself. They say make I try mass communication. I apply, it no work. They can't give me history and international studies. I say make I study am for 1 year before I switch. But to the glory of God, that 1 year changed my life. And I am grateful that I followed that particular path. Now, somebody saw me teaching in the secondary school, New Lagos College. Barrister Kende, God will bless you, Awoyokun, in Shomolu. As I was teaching, people who were not even in the class would come to attend. And a fellow copper told me, this thing that you are doing, you can go and do it on radio and TV. I said, me, that I'm not fine. Radio, TV, with this voice is not possible. So she invited me for an event. I anchored the event. It went well, and I met OJ. OJ is currently in the United Kingdom. God bless you, OJ, anywhere where you dey. I met OJ. OJ told me to join Liveway Media, online radio of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. From play, I met Ajibike. She's married, lives in the UK. She told me, Wazobia TV, they are auditioning, I say, I'm not fine. I don't have the voice. See me, they talk down on myself. But they kept calling me and telling me, give it a try, give it a try. I can't look myself, say, wait, if people who don't even know me believe I can do it, then who am I not to believe in myself? And that day I told the devil, get thee behind me. I went for the audition and the rest is history. Now I want you, don't clap yet. Don't clap. What I want you to know is that whether you like it or not, do not underestimate the presence of certain people in your life. And if you have useless people in your life, chase them away. Because they would either make or mar you. So Ajibike, OJ, Fumi Pepeles, Samuel, Goodness Okoronkwo, I will never forget these people. Because they saw in me what I did not see in myself, even though I thought past all of them. But I'm grateful to God for where I am today. Now, the journey with the Honest Bunch podcast started with a conversation between myself and Nedu. We don't do skit. It don't pass 10 years. Alaji Musa go carry girls when get. Husband material go carry girls when get. And we said we have a powerful voice. How do I explain to my daughter that, Daddy, these girls that you are bringing to your house is just a skit? So I told myself, with my powerful voice, I would make impact. And we decided to try. We not sabi anything about them. And to the glory of God today, where we are, whether you like it or not, men lie, women lie, the stats do not lie. We are Africa's biggest podcast, the Honest Bunch. There is no conversation we don't have. People might be afraid to say certain things. People would say, if I talk, they'll come go apologize later, but it doesn't change anything. We are bold, we are audacious, and we would continue to make impact. So, if you don't learn anything from what I have said today, just know that you are different, you are special, and you are unique in your ways. And the world has not seen the best of you. Put your hand on your chest and say, me, I will shock the world. Say it again, say, zzz, I will shock the world. Some of you are not sure of what you are saying. Say it with conviction, I will shock the world. Say it again, let it be loud. Say, I will shock the world. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you are unique and you are special. Thank
you. Is that all? More, please. Since he wants to shock the world, let us shock him with a round of applause, please. That was very short and precise. Do you want to pray for me?
My sister, I don't really hold it like that.
So we are going to be taking just one question, please. I know you have so many things to ask, but you can ask in his comment section. He promises to respond to you, I guess. Just one person. Any question? One person. My glasses are not here. Just raise up your hand, please. Anybody? Oh, you guys are so knowledgeable. Oh, okay. I thought you guys are so knowledgeable that you don't. Okay. Please, can you come forward, please? Please let me pass the mic to her. She's behind, almost to the end of the all. They're bringing you the mic now.
You can shout now. I will respond.
Can you shout?
Shout.
Now you need a mic so that the shot can be shot properly. Please give her a mic.
Testing. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, husband material. My name is Hannah, and I'm here to shoot my shots. I came because of this. So I work at a media company, and I recently started my show. And I would really, and I'll be following the 100 Point podcast. I'm very sure you will know Innocent. He has tried to reach out to you to come on my show. I know my show is Banter on the Matter, and we're about to kick off. I would love for you to be a guest on my show.
Settled. Hi, Anna. You shocked the world. He said he's coming.
Whoa, thank you.
So that's settled. Thank you so much, sir.
So, wait, before he leaves, because I might not meet him after,
Okay.
How can I get your contact now?
Anna. You want to do Vasabi. Kodaba, yeah.
Don't worry, Anna. I will come on the show. You don't have any problems.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Oh, this is a question. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm a startup for this podcast content creation. Please, for somebody that is a startup, how do you start? Since you said you are not small, you said Kere. So how do you start as a startup? Thank you.
It's important to start. Have you started? Have you shot any episode?
I've not shot any episode because of my.
Because of what?
Like, I've been looking at myself that, I'm small.
No, now you are not small now.
Not small,
Elizabeth.
So, exactly.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
You even share the name with Queen Elizabeth.
Can you imagine?
How will you say you are small? You share the name with Elizabeth that gave birth to John the Baptist. How will you say you are small? Stop looking at yourself less. See, the most important thing is to begin. See, the mistake a lot of people make is, when I start, 10 views, no view. Sabinu started with 0 views. Or 0 view. Zeros. My brother, I know you understand. Before they put me on Instablog, Sabinu started with 0. Nothing. In fact, there was a time he was only himself and the auntie he used to live with. But look at Sabinus today. Drop one video, 20,000 comments. Everywhere shut down. Has performed at the O2 Arena. The most important thing is to start. You are your own hindrance. You are your own village people. You are the one taking yourself back. If you tell yourself that today, at the end, whatever was discussed here, you are going to do like a review and post it. And everybody here, where would you post? So YouTube, Instagram. Okay, let's start with Instagram first. Let's start with Instagram because YouTube might be too complex. What is your Instagram handle? What is your Instagram handle? Elizabeth
Wemsfields.
Elizabeth Remsfield.
Wemsfield.
Wemsfield. That's Wemimo?
Yes, sir.
Wemimo is answering Wemsfield. Oh, got you. So, Elizabeth Wemsfield, please, I want us to do something today. Elizabeth Wemsfield will do a review of all that happened here today for, say, 90 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds, and you post it on your Instagram. I will collaborate with you, right, Elizabeth Wemsfield.
Thank you, sir.
Wait. And when I collaborate with you, I want everybody present here that has, a profile on Instagram to at least like and comment. Let the comment be straightforward. I was there, she not lie. I was there, she not lie. I was there, she not lie. And I hope that will be a perfect launch for you to begin. Just look around you. See the audience where you get today. And by the special grace of God, Elizabeth Wemimo, a.k.a. Elizabeth Wemfield, you will make impact in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, husband material. Elizabeth, you shocked the world. Now it's left to you. If you don't post the video, there will be problem. I'm about to introduce on stage. I'm just going to say something, and I hope you guys get it. If I don't shock you guys with this recipe, now there I learned how to cook jollof rice. So, we're bringing on stage our very own special sweetheart. That's how I like to call her anyways. Omoye Cook. She's a chef, food blogger, culinary educator, founder Omoye Cooks. Omoye is an award-winning Nigerian chef, food storyteller, and the creative force behind Omoye Cook. She's known to millions as the plantain queen of Africa. She used plantain to make... I need to be in her brain. Queen of Africa, Omoye is redefining how the world sees Nigeria cuisine, one bold, beautiful dish at a time. She has built a very global community of over 1.6 million followers across social media platforms, creator of the viral series From My Kitchen to Yours, host of the sold-out fine dining experience, Dine with Omoye, brand ambassador for leading food and beverage companies, trains thousands of students globally through the Omoye Cooks online cooking class, passionate about showcasing the creative potential of African ingredients, a bold voice redefining how the world experiences Nigerian cuisine. Please make some noise for Omoye Cooks!
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. If I don't shock you on this app,
who will?
Thank you. My name is Omoye Chukwuemeka, also known as Omoye Cooks on social media. I liked that husband material ended with "We will shock the world," because that's literally what I do on my page on Instagram, which is to shock people with the kind of recipes I come up with. And it was after a while I was called the Plantain Queen of Africa because of what I did with plantain. I'm going to start my session with this, and it's something that I think needs to be said a lot, and it is that you should be okay with not getting any applause. The reason I say that is a lot of us have this idea that once I start doing something, if I don't get that immediate applause or likes or shares or comments or go viral, then I'm doing something wrong. And that is not true. The platforms that a lot of us are on is built on and I'll call it a fantasy, that if you don't get as much likes or comments or follows, then it means you're doing something that isn't right. So there is this crave to always want to go viral. But I think that shouldn't be your building block in building a business or even in building a brand. And I like using myself as an example because I feel that it's also a story that a lot of people need to hear. I started with Omoye Cooks in 2020 during the COVID period. Before then, I graduated as a computer scientist. I studied computer science in school, worked in a food and beverage organization, and then during the COVID era, we shut down, and I had some spare time. I was working from home, but I had the opportunity to also do other things, and I kept thinking to myself, is there more to life than what I'm currently doing? And I'm just going to use my experience to piece together a lot of the things that you've been hearing from the other speakers. I know someone asked the question that people say he's funny, but he also has a certain talent in other things. How does he also bring that out? So from my very tender age, I was always told that I could sing. And I sang in church. I was always the choir mistress. Even when I was hiding, I was always made to lead. And somehow I thought the only thing I could do after that was singing. But I accidentally entered into food because I'd always also loved food. And in 2020, I started cooking on Instagram. And it was basically because I was bored. I was bored of regular food. It got to a point where you could tell the next thing that I was going to make, oh, today is rice and stew. Tomorrow is jollof. Next tomorrow is beans and yam. And it got to a point I felt like, is this the only thing that can possibly exist? Aren't there other options? And I'd always been that experimental, which is why you see, if you know me well on my page, I do things like I use plantain to make pasta. I use plantain to make bread. I use plantain to make any pastry you can think of. I have used plantain to make it, right? I made iru pasta. And the idea is not just because, oh, I want to do something shocking. It's for us to realize the potential that we have in our food. A lot of us are always used to, oh, if you want to do something extravagant when it comes to food, you like thinking of, oh, let's do Alfredo pasta. The reason those recipes exist is because people harnessed their local ingredients. We don't. We stick to what we have. Oh, if you get your tomatoes and pepper and garlic and ginger, then you make jollof. What if you can use that same ingredients for something else? And that was when my brain started thinking, right? And that was how I started out on Instagram. Now to my opening statement, which is that you should be okay with no applause, was that I was posting consistently for 1 year and I had no break whatsoever. Imagine every day you post on Instagram, you put so much effort, you get ingredients, you film, you post, and the only people that like your comments are your family members, my sister, my husband, my brothers. And I would call them sometimes and say, hello, I just posted. Can you like it, please? And that was it. And that happened consistently for 1 year. And it was me telling myself that I would do this consistently because it was something that I loved doing. It wasn't about, in fact, I started doing food blogging without thinking about, oh, I need to get lights, oh, I need to get the best phones. I used whatever I had. And then one random day, after 1 year of consistently posting, one post went viral. And from 10 followers, 500 followers, 10,000 followers, 20,000, 500,000, and then it kept going. And this is why I say you should be okay with no applause. And that you get no applause doesn't mean you're on the wrong track. And building up that momentum, I need to actually explain that it was not that I was just doing the same thing. I was improving myself. I would research, I would go online, I would not just research myself, which is what I do. When I pick up plantain, I ask myself, where is this food common, right? You pick up a piece of food and you realize that we're not the only ones that eat plantain. There are other countries that eat plantain. Brazilians eat plantain, and what they use it for is entirely different, right? You pick up cassava, right? We call it cassava. They call it yuca, call it mandioca. In different countries, right? And what they use it for is mind-blowing. But then you restrict yourself to say, cassava can only be gari. Cassava can, and from gari, it goes to your plate, you add water, you add sugar, and that's the end of gari. You don't realize that gari can be bread, gari can be tortilla wrap, gari can be an ice cream. Yes, I have done gari ice cream. Yes. Yes. There is gari ice cream, and it's actually fantastic. Yes. And that's the point, right? If you are going to do something and stand out, there has to be the heart of it. The heart of it for me was that I wanted to show that Nigerian and African ingredients can do a lot more than we are currently using it for. And what that is going to do is that it puts Nigeria also on the culinary map to say that this is not what you think you know about us, is not just all, right? We can do a lot more than we're currently doing. And that's why I started doing all that I've been doing, and then I've been getting the reactions and everything. But then at the end of the day, there's consistency, yes. There's also improving yourself and knowing why you are in an industry, knowing why you are there. For every single person who has become who they are today, you can almost identify them for one thing that nobody else is doing. There is something unique about them that no one else is doing. For anybody who has done a feat in any industry, which is why it is good to, like the other speaker said, find yourself and know what you are best at. And there is this perception about finding your niche that I would like to break down. There's something about finding your niche, which is go to a certain area and be good at it. But people don't even know how to even find that part of them. And the truth is, to find that part, that thing that you're good at, you need to try other things, but not just trying for trying's sake. It is knowing, for me, for instance, which is why I like using my span as an example, I love to experiment a lot. Right? And I imagine that there are people who are equally bored with eating the same type of food. And I decided to show that part of me, which is what I love doing, not because anybody else was doing it. At the time, nobody else in the industry was doing it. Everybody was showing how to do certain meals which are already in existence. I decided that I was going to bring out meals that do not exist. Pure from science, pure from understanding, not for the sake of going viral, but also understanding the ingredients and knowing their capabilities. Right? It's then you know that your rice can become a swallow because it has starch. Right? So these are things that you begin to understand. It's about finding the things that you love, what you love doing genuinely. And again, without applause, without being paid, how do you now bring that into what you're doing? And then trying it out and see, oh, which one do you have the most audience? Then you now begin to narrow that down. But it has to start out with doing what you actually love doing. And in doing that, you'll be able to now find your niche. But it always starts with you knowing what you want to be in the industry and knowing what you want to represent. One more thing I wanted to mention, which is something that I think is also important, regarding monetization. When you want to know the things that, or if you want to position yourself in a way that brands would find you, you have to show value. And this is how I will explain it. Again, using a real life example, because that's literally the best type of example. I remember when I started food blogging and I wanted to break into having brands reach out to me for home appliances and kitchen appliances. What did I do? I had a waffle maker. And I picked it up one day and said, what can I do with this waffle maker that people aren't doing with it? I will get people's attention, right? So I picked up this waffle maker and then I decided to make a meat pie in it. And it worked. It actually worked. You can do a meat pie in your waffle maker or in your toasting machine, your toaster. You can use that to make a meat pie. So I started looking at ways to optimize that product, to position it in ways that, oh, I didn't know I could use that to do that. And what happened a few days later was kitchen gadget brands started reaching out to me. Oh, can you also help us position this kettle? Can you help us position this blender? Can you help us position this microwave? And that's how you can position yourself in an industry, right? But you have to first show value, right? And it shouldn't be with the mindset of, I want to get brands. It's coming from the place of, how do I help people achieve more, right? And that was how I began to position myself, and I had other brands reach out to me with that. And I'm going to end this session with this. There was something I wrote. I'm just going to read it out because I wrote it a few days ago, and I think it's very important for us for us to see this. And I think it's also important for influencers in the house, because I think over time, when you are set in a position where people see you and you begin to hear people say, I want to be like you, or I want to become you, it becomes almost, you think it's a good thing, but I personally think it's not. And this is why I'm going to explain it. And I'm going to read what I wrote. I wrote this a few days ago, and I said, I hope you don't become like me. I hope you don't see me and say, I want to be her. I hope you don't use me as a standard to review your life, simply because I'm human. Being an influencer is tricky because you do want to be an influence, but not such that you become an idol in people's hearts. The real influence is to inspire people to become the best versions of themselves. I hope you see me and say, I want to build myself to becoming the best I can be. I hope you look at yourself and say, if Omoye can do this, then I can do mine. If there's one person, right, that you can aspire to be, it should be Jesus, it should be God, right? No human is worthy of you losing yourself to becoming. You are special and you are unique. Don't limit yourself to becoming another person, no matter how highly prosperous or influential they are. You limit yourself when you say you want to be them. And the truth is, no matter how highly prosperous or influential a person is, they have become that because they harness what was unique to them. So what you should do is harness what is unique to yourself and then bring that forward. Trying to be somebody else, like they say, you will just be the best photocopy of that person. Over time, it will tell that you are trying to become somebody else. But when you find yourself, and I would say this, when I started out in the food blogging industry, and I wasn't getting any applause, I know there were people that came to me and said, and it was in the comment section, why are you trying to teach us how to make cornflakes? Why are you trying to tell us how to do this? What's my business with knowing how to use plantain to make meat pie? Why don't you try and just teach us how to fry plantain and that's it? People would give their opinions, right? But it's staying true to who you are. It's staying true to your core. And finally, right, in tying it to what one of the speakers said about doing many things just because everybody says you are good at it. When I started food blogging, I wasn't speaking in my videos. I would just put out the content, put a music over it, because I felt like, who wants to hear my voice? Who wants to hear me speak, right? So it was just about the food. But then after about, I think 2 years, I started speaking in the videos. And then I had people say, oh, I love your voice. Oh, I love the way you sound. Oh, I love that. So sometimes you don't even know what you have. You don't even know how special it is. Until now, I still hear people say that. And you then realize that you have a lot more than you can give. But you have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be looking beyond the applause. You have to be true to who you are. And as you do that, you would find yourself. Thank you very much.
We can do better, right? That's a lot of knowledge right there. Please, more, please. A round of applause for her, please. Thank you so much, Omoye Cooks. So we are going to be taking 2 questions, please. Please, just 1, 2. Okay. So please, can you pass the mic to him? The first person. Yeah, is over there. Yeah. Good day. Please, you need to speak loud. Can you hear me? Yes, I want to be able to hear you too. I don't think the mic is working. I think there's an extra mic.
Good day, everyone.
Perfect.
My name is Bright. Okay, I'm a self-taught chef. Let me use that word. Okay. last year I met like Opemi, the food critic. Like when I was in school, I worked like a waiter in a club. So I told him that I wanted to like go into food, some sort of like vlogging. So he told me that when I make my first 30 posts, I should get back to him. So I think when I was done with school, then I started the food vlog stuff. So like for a month, I was doing it consistently. I was not even getting like views and anything. So I just like decided to do like a meme about my small business. Of all the things I posted on that meme, what they noticed was the crepe machine I used. There was now like on TikTok, when you post a video, they'll be like, your search bar will be showing crepe machine. Instead of them like acknowledging what I was doing on the video, they noticed the creep machine, and from there, like I was like, is it that they are not seeing what I'm doing, or they just seem to like don't like notice what I'm doing? So I don't like really know what if I should continue or I should just continue doing meme or I should continue doing food. I don't know.
Thank you very much. So that question is very, very important. And there was something I was going to say, which partially answers your question. It's possible to go viral doing the wrong thing. It's possible to go viral doing something that you hate doing. That it gets to a point that you lose yourself and you cannot even recognize who you are just because you have gone viral. Imagine going viral by saying, oh, I love going to the gym. And someone says, oh, I liked the way you, and you went, but you hate the gym. You hate the entire process, or for whatsoever reason, right? And because you went viral, you continue doing that. You just realize that it gets to a point, you have no idea how you got where you've got into, right? So it's possible to go viral doing the wrong thing. And what that does is it brings the wrong crowd, right? It brings the wrong crowd to your page. The day you post something that is passionate to you as to what you feel is your value and your core purpose, they cannot relate. Do you understand? And then when you post the meme, which is not something that you care about, right? Then they come over and then they would now begin to dictate what you do, right? And you don't want that. You don't want people dictating how you show up. If you really want to have a long-lasting impact, this is not about reigning for 3 years. I'm talking about having a long-lasting impact that would span and grow into an actual business, right? You don't want people to dictate who you become. So what I would say is, yes, it has shown an angle, right, of the machine that they saw. In my head, how I would have played it was, how was this positioned that it made people notice this more than what I was saying? And how can I flip that script such that they begin to pay attention to what I'm saying and not that machine? Do you get? So it's about flipping the attention and not necessarily playing to what the crowd is saying you should do. Again, it's if you want to stay long and not just last for 6 months and...
The second person, please, the mic to her, please. She's standing already.
Thank you very much, Omoye, for your presentation. I'm Dr. Bukola on Instagram. My name is Bukola, by the way, and I'm a budding medical content creator. And, you know, there's this thing about, I've been hearing this all through the sessions, find yourself and find what is basically unique to you. And trust me, I've been trying to do that. How can my personality be infused in my content style? But then there's what the audience needs and what they want. So how do you create that balance where you're not just trying to be different, as much as you want to be known for something? How do you ensure that you're still giving the value that everybody needs for that particular niche, if you understand what I'm saying, Ma?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I totally understand you. And I'm going to use an example I had not fully elaborated on when I was speaking earlier, which was the fact that when I started my food content creation, and what I was doing was showing food that did not exist, right? Making combinations and creating recipes that actually work, but people were like, how dare you, right? Because every other person in the space was basically doing, oh, this is what exists, this is your amala, this is your this, and then I take elubo and do something else with it, and they're like, how dare you, for instance, right? And I had to make a decision at that point. Am I going to shift to what the audience is saying and become that person, right? Or am I going to keep going at what I actually love? And I always say something, your people will find you. And you have to have that faith that your people will find you. There are some things you see on social media and somebody does something that goes viral and people are like, oh, I thought I was the only one that used to think about that. Oh, I thought I was the only one. And you then realize that there are no unique experiences. There are none. The way people put out skits, right, about African mothers, then somebody in Middle East says, oh, my Egyptian mother does that too. Oh, so they do that in Nigeria, my South African mother does. There are no unique experiences. So if you're having people saying you should be a certain way, right, it's also realizing that your audience will find you. Your audience will find you, especially if it's doing something you love and if shifting to what they are requiring is not something that is you. Just do not go into it because the end of that road is at the end of the day, these same people, right, would go to who does it best. And the passion always shines through. If you are forcing yourself to do something that is not you, it will show after a while. You will get tired, you will get burnt out. Showing up will be a problem because it is not you. But when you are doing something that is you, you will find it easy to show up. So it's okay when people give their opinions, but don't take that to be what you should become. Filter the noise, filter distraction, take what you can take, which is to perfect yourself and become an authority in what you want to be, and your audience will find you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for her. Are you tired? You're not talking to me again. Are we fighting? Are you tired? I'm about to bring somebody very good. Oh. Are you tired? Would you like to see him? If you know you'd like to see him, let me hear you say yes. Now, yeah, sorry. You've eaten popcorn, you've drank juice, you've drunk what else do you want? Do you want my kidney? I will give you, don't worry. After this, just tell me.
Ooh. So what are your expectations, in this TrenduppX Masterclass?
So, I mean, honestly, I am excited that there's a masterclass because, I don't think there was this is the first of its kind, and it makes a lot of sense because creators are able to learn. Like I put in my application, I'm able to learn from my favorite creators, right? So there's Amazing Clef, there's Just Too Funny, there is Omoye Cooks, there is Beauty by Tukura, there is, okay, I don't remember the last one, and honestly, these are people that, they've gone, way and above themselves to, produce wonderful content, and having to learn from them is like, premium privilege because you're not paying these people. These are big creators in the industry. So I think it is something that is pivotal to the growth of every creator who's going to be present here today.
So as a cinematographer, one who is in the creative space, I want to believe that there is something that, aside from your inspiration, because I can understand that you are inspired by these big content creators and influencers, right? So I'd want to ask, what's that one niche that you'd want to, that you came here to learn, or is it that you want to maybe like jump into like different niches, or is there a particular niche that brought you here?
Yeah, actually, so I mean, when I am not on set filming or creating content, I am in the studio recording my podcast. So I'm here because of my podcast. My podcast is like 4 years now, and it's been on radio for like 3 years. So, the podcaster that I'm paying, I don't remember his name now. He's, they've been doing their podcast for over 2-3 years now, and it's been global already. And that's like a lot of inspiration for me as a podcaster. But even much more, I am moved by creators like Just Too Funny. Right, he does skit making, and he's able to make anything funny. So for me, I'm going to learn that funny side. So yeah, So this is going to be an wholesome learning session for me. Of course, podcasting is my niche for today's class, but I do hope that I will be able to pick something from lifestyle because I want to show my face often. You see, I decided to dress fly because I want to be a lifestyle creator today. So, but yeah, I do hope to learn from a bit of all of the other niches. But I'm here as a podcaster, really.
All right, thank you very much. I hope you can get a lot of learnings from the different things, different sections of this masterclass. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The CEO of Geo Voyage, a travel-based company in Lagos, and I'm also an upcoming travel content creator.
Oh, it's so good to have you here. All right, so what are your expectations here at Trendupp Masterclass? Yeah, what are your expectations?
Okay, so today I would love to learn new things because the content creator world is upcoming and there are so many things to learn. So I can't wait to see what our panelists, what our teachers are going to teach us today, what they are going to enlighten us about the content creator space. So I'm really here to learn and I know it will turn out well at the end of the day.
So speaking about learnings, is there any particular thing you are hoping to, that you probably be facing in your content creation journey, that you are hoping to, learn or take out when you leave this place?
Okay, I would say public speaking, because it's one thing to have an idea, it's one thing to have the knowledge, but it's another thing to pass it out across to people. It's another thing to be bold, to stand in the midst of crowd and be able to explain and be able to teach and be able to enlighten people. So I would really love to learn that today.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one. So what particular niche are you focused on learning?
I kind of forgot the lineups again. Maybe you can just remember.
Okay, we have lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
That works with travel.
Yeah, lifestyle. Yeah.
All right, so I'm hoping whatever you came here for, the learning, public speaking and everything, I hope you can ask your questions and get your learnings. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. What inspired you to attend TrenduppX Masterclass?
Okay, I just came here to learn and get to meet people, like minds and everything. So that's all, and to expand my knowledge.
All right. So which of the niches here are you most passionate about and why? I'm sure when you saw the ads online, you probably registered based on maybe one of the niches you saw. So which are you most passionate about and why?
The skits making niche, because I'm part of it, one, and two, the food niche too, because I want to learn more about how it works, because of late I'm seeing that food things are exploding anyhow, you understand? So people are just attracted to the food niche up and down. So I just want to learn. I don't even mind choking in other niches because at least it will expand your horizon. So yeah.
What's the one challenge you are probably facing as a content creator that you think that you might get answers to here?
Should I say consistency? Because sometimes consistency, it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. Because like for people like me, I know my posting time. I know that if I post in the morning, I get tractions. But if I want to post like 3 o'clock, it might not have traction. But if I post like 7, 8, or 7 in the night again, 8, it might have traction. So all these things, and two, I just want to expand more knowledge, because like the one that they said that there has been an argument of late that Nigerian streams and all those things, and Nigerian engagement is far less than American engagement and all those things. And I want to learn more about that, you understand? Because I've been seeing it too, but I still need to learn more. So
yeah, I like that last part, and I hope I can also learn more too, just like you. So it's so good to have you here on this interview section. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So I'm about to introduce on stage. This person is very special to us, special to the industry. He's known as Martins Dominic. Do you know what I'm talking about? You guys, because he would never tell us his name. He's a Nigerian photographer, multifaceted human, creative director, entrepreneur, is the best known for his creative imaginary and is among the handful of creatives in Nigeria that has worked with. I told you were doubting my power. Oh yeah, it's okay. Let me talk. Thank you. He has worked with the cream de la cream in the country and also impressive number of global and national brands. He's born in Lagos, Nigeria. He was raised by his Igbo parents, a trader mother, and a transporter father on the streets of Ojo, Lagos. He has been crafting a niche for himself in the creative industry since he was 18 years old, using different medium from visual art to graphic design, photography, cinematography, and so much more. He's also known for his catchphrase, amazing or nothing. Amazing or and is popularly referred to as Color Boy because of his creative use of colors. Amazing Clef is widely recognized for bringing a youthful and urban feel to creative industry, and is also celebrated amongst young creatives as ourselves as the pioneer of new school photography. Please make some noise for Amazing Clef!
Yay. Can I sit down?
Are you shocked?
Hi everyone, I'm very. Okay, disclaimer, I'm very, very shy. Very shy. This shades is for that, so it's not fashion. Okay, I better use this. Okay, hi guys. Good afternoon. Yeah, my name's Amazing Clef. Some of the things she said is
Some.
true. I'm a photographer, multi-creative entrepreneur, founder of Activate TV, Activate Studios, the Amazing Clef Academy, and most recently Studio Mirabilis. I won't lie, I'm not the strongest orator. I don't know how to talk. I'm not the best speech guy to do speeches and stuff. But when I saw the topic, Audacity, the place of boldness in content creation, I was like, okay, this one is easy. I'll just tell you guys a couple stories, right? So that's what we're going to do today, stories. I'll just share my audacious, right, experiences and some really bold steps I've taken. But first, you need to understand where I'm coming from. I grew up somewhere very close to Alaba. Anybody here know Alaba? Wow, we don't blow. Okay, so basically somewhere in Alaba, Ojo, Ilogbo. Greetings, salute. So, Ilogbo. So basically, I grew up there. I'm 30 now. So think about when I was like 15 or 16 or 13 or whatever, and how I would like to call it trenches, but it's kind of like the trenches. So my environment had a lot of things, right? We had a lot of things. We had how to stand up for yourself, how to do this one, do that one. But one thing we didn't have was inspiration. Nobody in my area was like inspiring. So the biggest inspiration was this one just give this one belay. Or this one just like there was no inspiration basically. So what I had to do was look for it. I just couldn't agree that this is it. Do you understand? We barely even had a TV in my house, but I was like, this cannot be it. It cannot be wake up, do this one, get somebody pregnant. I was like, this cannot be it. So I was like, I started searching for inspiration. Thank God I had early access to the internet because I saved up to pay for cyber cafes and whatnot. And yeah, so this thing called boldness for me, it wasn't like a choice. It wasn't like let's be bold. It was a necessity. Without boldness, I wouldn't have been able to make anything work in my life. Now, let's go to the place where I take you to the stories. Short stories, real fast. I'll share a couple stories with you in no particular order. I need you to pay close attention. I'll call this the Amazing versus series. Let's start with the first one, Amazing versus University. Are you guys with me? Yeah. All right, so a while ago, I finished secondary school, high school. I was head boy in my school, so I was brilliant, enough to be the head boy, whatever. So, so at the point in SS2, I was like, I am not going to go to university. SS2, head boy, biggest guy, like most popular guy in school, whatnot. Like everybody in school knew me. Like head boy, you guys know what the head boy is in school. So I was like, I'm not going to go to university. That was a very, 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 very bold choice, and at that point, it made no logical sense. But this decision was inspired by my brother wrote Jam, and I was preparing to also do same. So one day I took the big Jam stuff. They call it like the roadshow. Yeah, I took it one day. I opened it and I scrolled from start to finish. I saw medicine, engineering, this one, that one. I was like, I don't want to study any of these things. Yeah, like I don't want to do any of these things. I want to create my own destiny. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a lawyer. I didn't see anything there that really worked with what I had in my head to become. Like I wanted to be a creative. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be. At that point, I didn't know I could just go do business admin or something. But long story short, it wasn't logical. It didn't make sense. But I said I am not going to university. And you have to think back and think about a 15-year-old boy or 16. I can't remember what age I was, saying he's not going to go to university. The head boy in his school. That was would you agree that was a very bold move? Because you have to live up to it. So the first thing I did was I went into Alaba International Market, very close to my house. I started doing downloading. So I had to hide from my classmates. So I had to hide because it doesn't make any sense. Okuchuku, you know this school? It doesn't make any sense. So I had to hide sometimes. When I see somebody I know, I'll just hide. But long story short, I knew that these guys are going to uni. In the next 4 years, I have to be able to stand wherever they are standing and speak for myself and say, oh, this step I took made sense. And to the grace of God, it made sense. So in Alaba, second story is amazing versus cyber cafe design job. So while I was in Alaba, I got a job. I walked around, I looked for no vacancy signs, and I applied to be a graphic designer. Before then, I knew how to use CorelDRAW. CorelDRAW, anybody? Yeah, small, slightly. So, but they were looking for someone that knew how to use Photoshop. But I walked into the place and I was like, it's not right to say that, but I was like, I know how to use Photoshop, right? So I walked in, I got the job, and I literally learned Photoshop from the guy next to me. Like I knew how to use CorelDRAW already, like so it wasn't that hard to figure out Photoshop. I already had like maybe basic knowledge, but I learned how to properly use it from the guy next to me. And I feel like that was another bold move. The third bold move was from there I moved into Alaba itself, the music part, where we started designing music covers. All those mixtapes, Whiskey, this one, that one, whatnot, covers. When I got in there, I met a very saturated market with zero rules, no credit, and no structure. Just raw grit and just raw hustle. When I walked in there, I went to one of the guys. I was like, Alpha, who be the biggest guy for this market where they do all these designs? And they told me his name. His name is, okay, I'm not going to say his name. They told me his name. I was like, okay. I started researching the guy. I was like, one day I want to be as big as this guy. I'm just summarizing the stories, right? So I was like, one day, this guy, I'll be as big as him. So I started working, putting out work, looking for ways to make my design different, sampling stuff from like Yankee, from like abroad. How were they doing their mixtape covers? Oh, I realized that in Nigeria, the guys in Alaba would just put pictures together. But in Yankee, they'll put like a car, they'll put like maybe a babe or something. So I started putting those elements in my design and made it a little bit different. And before I left Alaba, I was one of the biggest graphic designers in Alaba. So bold move again, right? The next move is amazing versus the equipment seller. Are you guys still with me? Now, so I was in Alaba doing these mixtape covers, and I was like, okay, I get bored. I get tired of environments fast. I'm like, I want to move on to the next thing. Like, what's next for me? Like, what's next? Like, I have to move on to something bigger, something that can make me more money and whatnot. So I was like, okay, I'm going to move to photography, right? So what did I do? I walked into one man in Alaba's shop, and I painted him a dream. I said, sir, one day I'm going to be one of the biggest photographers in Nigeria. I have this plan. I'll move to the island, blah, 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 blah. But basically, what I needed to do for me right now is I gave him a list of equipment. I said, give me 2 lights, 2 modifiers, give me 1 reflector, give me a light stand, give me everything, blah, 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 blah. Guess what the man said? The man said yes. Are you guys with me? I woke up one day. I was like, I'm just going to go and try and ask someone to give me equipment. Now, how did I know this man? I bought stuff from this man. I bought stuff from him, like maybe 2 or 3 things. I bought my first camera from him. I bought maybe my first light from him, and I bought maybe 3 things from him in the past. So over the last 1 year, I had built like a relationship with him. Right? Number one, he trusted me. Number two, maybe he gave me a camera one time, maybe like 200K, and I paid 150, and I came back to balance the rest. I can't really remember. But long story short, I was bold enough to walk into his office one day with fire in my eyes. Looked him in the face. I said, this is my plan, this. Shout out to Mr. Solis Lever. I would never forget him in my life. And this man gave me equipment worth 750,000 naira in 2015. 750K is like crazy money right now that year. I didn't pay a dime. I didn't drop a dime. I took the equipment and I left. And I told him I was going to pay him back in 2 years. And I paid him back in less than 8 months. So there's a whole lot around this thing. There's boldness, right? There's audacity, like insane audacity. And then there is being a very purposeful human, knowing exactly what you want, keeping to your word, respecting people, like, I mean, just being a passionate and, I don't know, man. The next one is amazing versus the island. Now, I was in Alaba, right? And I had already built a name for myself. I was making maybe 200K monthly or over 200K monthly, because the music artists will come, they'll pay us to use their pictures on the covers. So they'll give me like maybe 100K or 70K. I was making good money. My house rent was 120K yearly, a 2-bedroom flat, somewhere around there. And I was making 200K monthly. That's good money. Do you understand? So, but I was like, okay, once again, I'm done. What's next? Like, so after the equipment, I moved to somewhere on the island. Let's skip the part where I moved to Ajawo Estate first. I moved to the island after Ajawo Estate, and without a plan. I did not know anybody on the island. I did not know, I just knew I had some guys that we did mixtape covers for one time. I didn't call them. I didn't make any proper plan. I was like, I'm going to move to the island. And what did I do? I came. I squatted in somebody's house for like maybe 2-3 days. I rented a studio to shoot at. Then I went back to the mainland. I came again, maybe spent 1 week somewhere else. Went back to the mainland. I was just trying to figure out like what's happening here, like this new environment I'm coming to. Let me just smell it first. Let me just feel it first. Are you guys with me? So finally, long story short, I moved to the island, and I left. I had a boy then, an assistant. I left him in Alaba. I was like, if he doesn't work well on the island, I'm going to come back to, because I was already comfortable there. But long story short, I took a bold move to say, oh, I need to be closer to my target audience, because then I remember people like Orezi, Arisong, Ice Prince, they were on the island and they were like, we want to shoot with you. I'm like, I couldn't even say come to Alaba. Do you understand? I was like, okay, I have to move somewhere closer to my audience. So long story short, I took that bold move to move to the island. A couple squats here and there, sharing spaces here and there, and glory be to God. Next point is amazing versus amazing clef. Are you guys with me? Amazing versus amazing clef. So, can you imagine a young man, a young boy, waking up one morning and saying, my name is Amazing Clef? Does that make any sense to you? Like, how you have to live up to the name. Like, you can't just call yourself, I am magical, I am the magical, I'm Magic Johnson. Like, you have to be magic. You have to be actual magic to say you are, like, it's like walking up and saying, oh, it's about to rain, I'm going to hold this rain from falling. Like, it's not going to fall. You have to know the kind of jazz or juju that they have put in your pocket or in your body for you to be able to make that kind of statement. So basically, I picked a name, Amazing Clef, and I was like, I am going to live up to this name, and I worked every step of the day to live up to that name. Next point is amazing versus pricing. When I have a lot of stories. When I moved to the island, I was like, how much am I going to cost my photography? I was like, I asked around, and they told me what somebody was charging at the time. This person was already an established photographer, like popular a little, and they said he was charging 30K per look. I was like, I'll start there. I didn't really know what to do with, like, I didn't really know like I hadn't figured out lighting or shooting or what. But I was like, I'll start there. I will start from 30K. They can now price me down to like 20 or 15K, but I'll start from 30K. That's another bold move. The next bold move was amazing versus the photography industry. Are you guys with me? You guys need to know the industry I came into. I came into the industry as a young man and I met Kelechi Amadi, T.Y. Bello, Obi Somto, Tobinator, Tokwe Upload. Do you guys know these guys? Yeah, so these are the guys I met in the industry. And it's not this time that you guys will come in, you go and follow one person, after 2 weeks they'll follow you back. It was like they won't, nobody will say it, but who the hell do you think you are to pick up a camera and want to take pictures? But long story short, I came into an industry and I was like, I am going to make my mark in this industry. And how would you do that? You have to take a very bold decision to do what nobody else is doing. When I came into the industry, nobody was shooting guys. Let me explain. When I scroll through Instagram, I'll see ladies, I'll see girls, females, they'll wear their nice dresses, throw the dress, do this one, but nobody was shooting like guys that way. So I was like, I'm going to niche down, I'm going to lock in, and I'm going to start shooting mostly guys and mostly entertainers. So basically, I came into an industry that you had to fight. It's not now that you just post on social media and just, I don't know, TikTok can just blow you up. You have to fight for your recognition. You have to fight for like, oh, more, I'm here, or like you guys, there's no longer a big 3. It's not a big 4. Do you understand? So, yeah, I feel like that was also like a bold move, trying to stand out in an industry ruled by legends. I had to come up with a bold style and be very, very different to stand out. I met T.Y. Bedo recently, finally, after like all these years, and she said something to me. She said, amazing, Clef. She said, wow. So she said, there is a box. You know how people say, think outside the box? She said, there is a box, and then there is you. Are you guys with me? She said, there is a box, and then there is you. And that compliment, that statement is like the best thing I've gotten in my life, because it aligned with my, like the other speakers have been saying, my soul. Because all my life when I came in, I was like, y'all are doing all these things you're doing. I don't want to do what everybody is doing. I want to do this. And I've been able to keep that and maintain that to this point in my career. Next up is Amazing versus Activated TV. Sometime in 2018 or so, can't really remember, I looked around, I saw that everybody was shooting music videos. T.G. Omori was just beginning to blow up. We had the greats, Clarence Peters, we had Unlimited LA. So what I did was I tried to shoot music videos, right? Because at the point in my career, my photography career, people were saying, guy, your pictures look so good, shoot videos, like we'll give you budget. He started giving me money. Somebody gave me 2 M's, somebody gave me 3 M's. I was like, I don't want to shoot music videos. Like, try shoot music videos. I'm like, okay, let's try. So they gave me money. I shot 2 videos. I went on set. I was like, this is too stressful. Like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not having fun, right? I was like, I can't do this. I'm not having fun on this. I love music, but I don't love this music video whole thing. So one day I was like, what if I shoot music videos, but what if we make it less stressful? Music videos, but less stressful. So Activated TV sessions, performances was born. Just a stripped down music video that is easier for me to come and shoot and direct. We can shoot like 10 in like one day. So basically, that was also like, and then again, you need to understand that in 2018, that was a very, very new platform. Like, it was something very, very new. It was very new in Nigeria. Nobody was doing that. Nobody was doing those kind of, it was just music videos, and there was nothing like visualizers or stage performances in Nigeria. So we were like very, 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 very fresh and very, very new at that time. So I built a platform that was not about hype. It wasn't about everyone is doing the same thing. Let's just fit into the squad. We said no. We took a bold move and made something different. Until today, 5 years in, I am very, very glad I took that decision. And finally, let me know, run you through like 20 stories. Amazing versus show off. Any show off fan here? He's a liar. Let's show off fan. Welcome to the Theater of Dreams and yeah, a fake fan. Okay, so basically, there's a show called Show Off on Activate TV. After like 2 years setting up Activate TV, I was like, okay, now let me explore my love for music proper. I love rap. I love hip hop so much, and when I was young, I thought I would also be a radio presenter. I like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the. They now reduce the volume. Now increase the volume. I really like that thing. So I was like, one day, I'm going to be a radio presenter. So I was like, let me start something that ties all of that into one show, and that was Show Off. My love for hip hop, being a presenter, and hosting a show. So I tied everything in, and I started Show Off. Are you guys with me? We started Show Off and started dropping episodes of Show Off. I kept investing my money into it, and for 5 years, nothing happened. We just kept dropping. We're just getting good numbers: 200k views, 300k views on YouTube, sometimes 10k views, sometimes 5k views. But I kept dropping these episodes not because I was looking for the hype, but because I was really, really enjoying it. So a few months ago, we finally got a partnership with Monster Energy. They just became a partner, a show off partner, and finally we have money. We have support to put it in front of like a larger audience. The first episode of the new show off drops tomorrow. It's gonna be all up in your faces everywhere. Long story short, I kept dropping show off for 5 years because I was just having fun. Do you understand? I was really, really enjoying it. Like I didn't really care how big. I knew one day someone was going to see it and understand what we're trying to build. But it took 5 years, and it takes a lot of audacity to keep doing something for 5 years. Do you understand? Before you finally get someone say, what's going on here? Let's get behind it. Okay, so that's like the end of my story. I can go on and on, but these stories have one thing in common. I made bold decisions. I was scared. I was unsure, but I did all of them anyway. Boldness isn't talent, it's a decision. I can't teach you how to be bold, but I can tell you boldness is saying no to fear. It's saying no to perfectionism. It's saying whatever happens, but I'm doing it. Boldness doesn't follow confidence, it creates confidence. For me, let me tell you my own secret. My own secret is probably because I didn't have a plan B. I don't have a degree, so I cannot get a job. So this is my own life. If you follow me, they go head to head. Like I don't know if you are moving like me, you have to be very, very crazy. Because me, I don't have a backup plan. You understand? Are you guys with me? I can't go back to Alaba. I can't go back to doing mixtape covers. I can't go back home. I don't have it. I can't get a 9 to 5. I can't get anything. Like I don't have a plan B. So for me personally, I don't have a plan B. I don't have a degree, no backup job. So it was either this or this. And that pressure turned me into fire. Disclaimer, please go to school. Oh. I don't want to hear, please go to school. Oh. But if I am to share a formula of my personal experiences, I would say boldness is idea plus risk plus consistency. So boldness is basically you have that light bulb in your head, that spark, I want to do this, right? Then you take that risk. What's the worst that can happen? Send that DM. What's the worst that can happen? Start that show. Do something like keep posting for 5 years. What's the worst? Take the risk. And then consistency. Keep going. Keep going. If you understand what you're building, what you want to build, where you want to get to, you just have to keep going, right? You know what makes a brand stand out? Bold thinking. Everyone was making music videos. I said, let's make performance platforms. And that's how Activate TV was born. People remember content that slaps, not content that plays it safe. Everyone is using the same LUTs, the same lighting, the same poses. It takes audacity to say, I am doing something different. I'm not copying the algorithm. One time in my career, I was throwing Gary up and down. Gary, Smoke, this one, that one. Let's doing crazy things. Everyone was like, who is this guy? Who the hell do you think you are? But I was making a statement. I was saying, I'm here, I'm different. I'm here to stay. You guys turn your lenses towards me. Look at me. Do you understand? Safe creators don't lead movements. They play it small, they wait, and they wait forever. I have seen a lot of people, even around me, that have amazing ideas. I've seen creatives around me that take amazing pictures. They take great pictures. They make great work. but self-doubt, they're like, it's not good enough, it's not me. I don't do, I feel like everything has a target audience. I don't do, I'll wait for when it's good enough or when it's perfect before I drop the platform. No, we start the platform and we start building the platform. There was a time Kanye was dropping an album, and he literally made the album with us. Like, it was posting snippets, posting what. So I feel like that's how creatives should move and should work. Do you understand? Like, start small, just drop something, drop stuff, man. Don't sit on that idea. Don't wait till it's perfect. Don't delay whatever plans you have. Don't say, I'll post it when I have a better camera, I'll have a better lighting. No. Once you get to a point where you feel like this is great enough, this is good enough, let the world see your magic. If you are waiting to feel ready, you will wait forever. And I close with this. The bold don't wait for permission. They post, they pitch, they produce, they try, they introduce, they fail, they go again and again and again. You don't need to go viral. You don't need 1 million followers. You just need boldness and a crazy body of work. So go post that thing, start that platform, put your name on it, and live up to it. I hope I've been able to inspire you today. How do you do this thing?
Is that enough?
I'm sorry, I was shaking through the whole thing.
But thank you. That was such an amazing. That was such an amazing cliff. So we have like 2 questions, please. I know I do. Because of the power that I have. 3 max. 1, 2. Okay, 4. 2 here, 2 here. 1, 2, 1. 2. Gather all the question. Ask it all together. Okay. So the first person, please pass the mic to her. There's a lady. Okay, you have the mic already.
Hi, I'm Mason.
Hi, man.
Good afternoon. So I have 1 question and 1 shooting on my shot. But first question is, when you kickstart and then you begin your journey and then you're growing and then, it's just you on this journey, how do you really convince people? How do you really sell the dream and have people believe in you? Because I know it's something about collaborating that you can tell somebody and, sweet talk them and all that, but how do you actually intentionally tell them the dream that you have and then have them believe in it and then let them see it through with you?
Hi, that's a great question. I'm terrible at selling dreams. Yeah, I'm terrible at selling dreams. Maybe because I don't have that college style, university style, where you guys know how to write proposals, and draw out your idea properly. I'm terrible at selling dreams. What I just do is I just show you. I show you to a point where you have fear of missing. I show you to a point where you're like, I have to be a part of this. So when it comes to how I personally approach my life, I have an idea. I try to get it to a certain point, right? So what I mean is, if I have an idea for a show, to do like a new show, I shoot a pilot. I shoot the first episode, right? And from the first episode, I want to be able to convince you that, look at this. This is gold right here. But I don't do the convincing by pitching to you or telling you it's right here. You understand? So basically, your question is, how do I convince? How do I tell? I don't know how to do that personally. I don't do that. I just let the work speak for itself. I just keep putting it out and just keep showing you that this is dope. And hopefully one day they get to see it. Actually, they get to see it. Yeah, basically. That's
right. So the other thing I was going to say is this. So, Cliff, wait. So, I've been on radio the last 3 years. Self-funded. Airtime, free, right? 2 hours per week, every other day. And it's 3 years just last week. And I've not been able to do YouTube because I don't have cameras and all of that. And I've been wanting to have you on the show, right? So
you've not done YouTube because you don't have what?
I've not been able to record because I didn't have phones to record and all of that. I just started having my phone.
Cameras.
Yeah, I said yes. So I was going to do with a phone, but I didn't have. I just started getting my phone. So, can we have you on the show this month?
Yes, Aisha. Where's Aisha? We're supposed Aisha. Yeah, Aisha will just.
Okay, Aisha would reach out to you.
Perfect.
The second person,
Let's
please.
do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The second lady on the right. Right, left. Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. You mentioned something the other time that your craft, like you don't have any other choice. It's either it works or like you don't have any other choice. Okay, for somebody like me, I don't have like a support. I currently work as a customer experience expert for a financial institution. I literally have to make money to create the kind of content I want. Like I need money to create. I cannot just say, okay, I just want to create content. Okay, I love lifestyle creating. I love fashion. So like I literally have to work to make money. And my kind of job today now, I had to look for a kind of excuse so that I can attend this thing. So where will I get the time to create consistently and also make money to achieve my dream?
Nice question. I hope I got the question right. Okay. So that. Okay, so you have a job. You have a job that you do. Is it 9 to 5? Or you have a job that you do and you love to create like content, but your content requires money to fund because it's lifestyle content. Okay. Personally, I also you guys don't think you heard my full story. That was just like snippets and whatnot. So basically, what happened also was that I funded my photography journey with my graphic design money. So I was a graphic designer before. When I say I get tired of places, I want to now move. Doesn't mean I just move stupidly. Oh, I don't just move. Oh, you just fall into a deep whatever they call it. So long story short, I was funding my photography career with I was a popular graphic designer. Like I was big in the graphic design world, like in Alaba and like generally Nigeria. Yeah. So I was making a lot of money for my own this thing. Maybe like a couple hundreds of Ks every month. So I was using that money to buy. When I came into photography, after getting stuff from that man, right? I kept doing graphics for like 2 years before I now finally switched. So my advice would be, you have to find a balance, right? Do your work to get money to fuel your passion until you're not able to now switch your passion completely. I hope that answers your question. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Forgive me, please, but we've come to the end of the question. You can send him a DM. We'll ensure that he responds to you. Thank you so much, amazing Clef. That was such an amazing Clef. Okay, so we are going now to... We have a challenge called Audacity Challenge. I don't think you've heard it, but I'm bringing it to you now. But before then, I want you to know that every single participant in the room, you are entitled to your certificate. So don't worry, everything is in order. And also, the main item 7 is coming. This one is just... People have been looking at me with side eye, like, shape up con la fejen. Food is coming, okay? Don't worry. But before then, we need just 2 audacious people that is willing to sell themselves to the audience. If you need followers, audience, anybody, boy, you go relax. Hey! Hey, just 2 people. That's enough. That's enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just 2 people. Just 2 people. Just 2 people. Thank you. Just 2 people. Thank you. Thank you. I know I said audacity, but I didn't say, You want to shock the world. You are shocking me too. So this is what they are going to do, right? Decorum, please. We have headsets on. I can hear your secrets. Decorum. Decorum. Thank you. So you're going to sell yourself to the audience, what you do, and what you need help with. So whoever you like, as your lordship pleases, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're going to follow them, and then if that's the assistant that you need here, we're going to do that, and then we're going to pick a winner. After that, we are going to have our next speaker, which is our beautiful, gorgeous beauty, Tukura. But before then, the Audacious Challenge. Are you ready? Make some noise for the contestants! What's your name, please?
My name is Tosin.
Hey. So I'm going to call him Audacity Tosin, right? Right? Audacious Tosin. Audacious Tosin. So Audacious T, right? Yeah. So you would have to pick which team you're on. Your what?
Khadijat.
Audacious Khadijat. So is it that, of course, I'm audacious. I'm on Audacious K side. Women supporting women. But Audacious T versus Audacious K. Please make some noise for T. And make some noise for Audacious K. Who is going first? You know how that goes. You know how that goes. I don't want you guys to say, oh, feminism stuff. So not like I'm asking you. Not like I'm asking you. He came out first. So let us maybe girls. Decorum. To the girls, only the girls can hear me. Let us shh. Ladies, let him go first so we can see his weakness, right? Audacious T, over to you.
All right, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. My name is Tosin Olumu, and I am Africa's #1 polymath. I am a cinematographer, photographer, and content creator. But on the side, aside all of these three things, I am a podcaster, and a podcast is called The Entrepreneur's Lodge. The goal is to share the behind the scenes of entrepreneurship, personal development, and all of the leadership strategies and growth trajectories of leaders, how they go through their journeys. Because oftentimes people like this are very much inaccessible to us because there's so many people that needs to learn, so many people that needs to understand some things in the circle that they find themselves. My goal as a podcaster is to bring these people on the pod, on the seat, and ask them very, very crucial questions that would help me learn, help my audience learn. And of course, as creators, the goal of our journey is to keep creating. And if you keep creating, one thing you want to do is keep learning. So please listen to the podcast, The Entrepreneur's Lodge. It's on Spotify and Apple. And of course, if you want me to come film and create content for you, I just released my first ever documentary. It's called A Plate, A Dream, and it's a documentary on a very young Nigerian who's a student and also a business owner. See how my podcast and my media business are tied into each other. So if you want to do me a favor, please listen to the podcast. My handle on Instagram is Mr. Tosin Olumu. The easiest way to find out who I am on Instagram is type Mr. Tosin on Instagram. There's two people that will come out, Mr. Tosin Olumu, Mr. Tosin Cole. Tosin Cole is an actor in the UK. I plan to probably do acting. So when you type Tosin Olumu and Tosin Cole, you see me first. Thank you for listening, and I'm out.
Khadija, no panic. Khadija don't dey panic. Oh. Khadija, you dey panic? Oh, she said she's good. Mr. Tosin, like you got nothing on us. We're good. No pressure. Please make some noise for Audacious Khadijat.
Hello, good afternoon. So I'm just going to keep it very short. And I hope at the end I'm going to be able to convince you and not to confuse you. Sorry. A slip up at the beginning. So I'm Khadijat. I'm a spoken word artist / poet. So I love to use my poetry to create awareness about certain things in the society and pick on the ills of society. And, okay, the end goal is change. For me, the end goal is change. And I love to use my I want my voice to be heard for good things. So personally, I feel like a spoken word artist, I have a lot to offer to different things that need change in the society, and that's what I try to use my voice to do. So I don't have a very large platform, but if you guys can help, follow me. I'm D's Express on Instagram. So I picked the most obvious part of my name, which is D in Khadijat, and Express. I mean, the words flow endlessly, and So if you can follow me and give me a better platform to be, the next Ivy Quick, the next Harvey, the next Pen Addictress, and that's just what I want. Thank you.
So I'm in my OAU lecturer mood, It's 40 over 100 or nothing, but I'm not going to do that, okay? So we have the voting pool up now. How do we do it that makes sense? We don't have to, so you're supporting both of them? That's why it is called Audacity Challenge, okay? So they're supporting both of you. You can go to as much people as you can, get a follow, and make sure you follow them. Don't form celebo. Sorry, I'm trying to shade myself too. Oh, okay. Please, a round of applause for.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, my name is Aregba Idris, and I'm super happy to be here. My brother, thank you very much. I love what you're doing. And my Igbo, thank you very much for being part of this. I love both of you. You know, I'm super happy. I just followed you, but I'm not able to catch your name. You know, I'll get it and I'll follow you right away. And I'm also not going to follow you alone, because you see, this life is about being audacious, being just stepping forward and making sure that whatever you have to do, you make it count and all that. I'm going to support both of you with 500,000 each. 1 million. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Wala for who they form big girl. Oh. Shoti Ribai, wala for who they form big boy. Oh. Have you seen it? When I tell you guys to do something, do it. You don't know the angel that is directing me. Now the angel has directed them to someone that would give them 1 million naira. Oh yeah, stand up. If you want to pitch yourself, you know go stand up. They play. You know go stand up, okay. Thank you so much, sir. We are super grateful. Thank you so much. Make sure it catches your name. You did. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. You see why you need to come to places like this? It's not every time Mushin Carnival. Places like this. Sorry. Okay, we need a group picture with you, sir. Where are the audacious people? You know, go come back here. You've not seen a lot now. Anything I tell you, do. Audacity T and K. Make sure you spend your money wisely. Okay. A special moment. Why everybody silent? You don't they regret? Too soon. You don't regret, K. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. You don't go regret, K. Well, if God speaks to them, they can share the money equally amongst everybody.
All right, you're welcome to TrenduppX Masterclass. And it's so good to have you here in this section. And first of all, can we meet you?
Yeah, my name is Tobila Baudishote. I'm popularly known as Toby, and I'm popular on Instagram. TikTok. Okay, so I'm a content creator, and then I also work as a customer experience expert.
Oh, okay, that's very great. So what inspired you to attend TrenduppX Masterclass 2025?
Okay, so I've always wanted something like this, to attend something like to meet people that are already like big in this particular industry that I'm trying to get into, and then to tap on their knowledge and all. So that's it. Basically, just and to also meet people. I mean, this type of event, at this type of event, you attend to network and meet people. Like you never can tell what opportunity you're going to get. So that's it.
All right. So what niche has your interest here?
Okay, for me, content creation, red carpet event. I love to be a presenter, just like you.
That's great. Okay, so just to be very specific, you know, we have like the creative arts niche, we have the lifestyle niche, we have comedy skits and all. So which of them has your attention here?
Okay, I think for me, lifestyle.
Why?
I just want to live. Like I want to live this life. I feel like all my life I've just been like always low key. Like I want to live. It's another thing for you to live. There's another thing for you to live. Like just like let people follow you through your lifestyle journey. Like how you are intentional with living. So
all right. Thank you very much. It's been a nice time with you here. All right. Bye. What are you looking to expect in this TrenduppX Masterclass?
Okay, I am looking forward to taking home some important lessons that would make me a better content creator. I'm looking forward to hear people in the content creator space, the big leads, doing their thing and telling me their experience and what I can pick from it to apply it to myself, apply it to my content creating life. Yeah.
Talking about inspiration and learnings, right? What is that one challenge that you think you're facing in your content creation journey that you think, one of these big influencers, established influencers and content creators can help you out with?
Okay, it has to do with visibility. I feel like I'm not being seen. And prior to this event, I met with husband material. We spoke at an event, at a sports event last year.
Hope you know it's coming.
Yeah, exactly. I am really looking forward to seeing him. And then we spoke. He spoke to me. He spoke kind words to me, made me understand that, because I'm also a podcaster and a red carpet host. So he made me understand that, podcasting is not really that easy. The numbers will not just come, but I just have to keep doing my thing. He made me know that consistency is key. So if I'm consistent, one day, it's not just about going viral. It doesn't stop at you being viral. When you're viral, it doesn't just end there. You have to give something. So he made me understand that, and that's one of the reasons why I said that I am going to be here to be among every other person to get first-hand knowledge of it all.
All right, so it's so good to have you here. Me too. And I look forward to also joining you and learning a lot of things here too.
Me too. I hope all of us take home at least an important lesson, because to be among the 200 selected finalists, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you're welcome.
So I'm bringing on stage our very own sweetheart. Most of you know her as the ex-Big Brother Nigeria participant, but she's not just that. She's that and so much more. No other person but Beauty Tukura. That's all. Beauty Tukura is a beauty queen, reality TV star, actor, entrepreneur, and the founder of the Beauty Tukura Foundation. She gained prominence as the 43rd Miss Nigeria, showcasing her grace, intelligence, and dedication to empowering women. In addition to her achievements in the world of pageantry, Beauty has ventured into the realm of reality television, captivating audience with her charm and authenticity, and a hit show called My Beautiful Life, which aired on DSTV and still streaming on Showmax. Through this platform, she continues to inspire, motivate others to pursue their dreams fearlessly. As an accomplished entrepreneur and brand influencer, Beauty Tukura has carved a niche for herself in the lifestyle, beauty, and fashion industry. She represents multiple renowned brands. In 2023, her work as a gender advocate for equality, human empowerment, and education earned her recognition in the media and culture category as one of the most influential people in African descent, MIPAD, receiving the prestigious honor on the sideline of the UN General Assembly in New York. Please make some noise for our Beauty Tukura!
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I'm so sorry. I love to stand and walk and interact, but if I tell you I almost didn't come here, you won't believe me. In fact, as of this morning, I woke up with a huge fever. I'm literally still, my body is so hot as I'm sitting here right now. But this is part of what I came to talk to you about, showing up. It's part of it. Showing up even when you don't feel like, showing up even when you don't feel strong, but you still show up. I'm not just here to talk to you guys this morning. I'm also here to, this afternoon. I'm also here to, it's a two-way street. That's why I always tell people, I'm here for you and I'm also here for myself, right? Because this is part of brand building. What I'm doing right now is collaboration with Trendupp, and it's part of influencing, lifestyle influencing. But I want to talk to you about my beautiful life from the start. It's long, but we'll see how we're going to summarize it. While I was sitting there, my friend and I were having a conversation, and he was like, when did you even start lifestyle influencing? He was like, it was Big Brother, right? But before Big Brother, you were a lot of things. And that's why I want to briefly run you through. I'm so sorry, I'm shaking, guys. I'm actually not feeling well. I'm so sick, you'll be shocked. So, thank you. let's start from the boldness. I have talking points, but I just want to speak to you first. A lot of you know, or a lot of you don't know, but I come from Taraba State. I'm a northern girl. And if you know the north, I'm sure two words come to mind first. Strictness, conservative, the society there is totally different. Like the life people are living in this Lagos and the life my people are living in Taraba is giving like two different ends, like totally different, right? So when you say you want to be bold, you want to put yourself out there, you want to do media, you want to do modeling, you want to do things like influencing, pageantry, it's not welcomed. Like the first response you get is not always a hug. You understand what I mean? It's doubt. People are looking at you funny, like, this one wants to go and start prostitution. This one wants to go and do this one. What is she looking for on social media? They don't even believe social media is a workspace. Do you know that? Do you know I'm still having to teach my people that you can actually make money from social media just by putting your life out there? Because that's what lifestyle influencing is all about. It's about sharing your daily life, your routine, all the things that you love, just combining it all into one and sharing it with an audience that just wants to know you, that feels connected to you, that wants to follow your life. There are some people that have been following me since the jump. Sitting here, I started Instagram with 0 followers. I never bought any followers. I started from the scratch. My first followers were I joined Instagram when I was in university, not even secondary school. My first set of followers were my immediate environment, of course, like my law school friends. I studied law, by the way. But see me today, I'm in the media field. Totally different, again, like I was telling you. And that also takes a bold move, by the way. We'll get to that. So my first set of followers were like my immediate environments, my friends in school, my colleagues. Because even in school, I was not really that student that just sat. Yes, I go to class, I do all of that, but outside of the law, I loved everything else that had to do with photography, shooting, modeling. Like whenever they're organizing events in school, Beauty Tukura is at the middle of it. While I was a student, so before Miss Nigeria, I was actually the most beautiful girl Taraba. And there's a very special number attached to my life, number 2. I'll tell you why. Because everything that happens to me comes in double dose, double blessings. I've always lived like that. I believe I'm going to have twins. And you'll see. Yes, because everything is always coming in 2. So when I was most beautiful girl Taraba, I reigned for 2 years because of the insecurity. They couldn't organize another event. I was 18 at the time. Yeah, 1-8. So, of course, my parents were worried. Even before I went for most beautiful girl Taraba, my parents did not expressly say yes. In fact, before I asked them, it was a struggle. I had to go through my sister, go through my pastor. The story is long, but I don't want to go into the details. But finally, my pastor went and said she's going to be an Esther, He just helped me arrange the thing. And as he arranged it, my parents saw, something there. And they're like, okay, if pastor is supporting you, then we don't have a choice. And they supported me and they held my hand throughout the 2 years. I finished that. While I was in school, I was already most beautiful girl Taraba. So in Afe Babalola University, that's where I studied, I organized Miss Award for 3 consecutive years as a student. With little or nothing, just my experience as a current reigning beauty queen. The funny thing is, I had never even been to like a modeling camp or anything before that most beautiful girl Taraba. Everything I learned about pageantry started from that camp. And I took everything I was taught, because I took it very seriously. And I went and started teaching other people in school and creating and making queens that began to reign in school and create impact and do their own small, things. Now, fast forward after that, I go for Miss Nigeria. I become the Miss Nigeria, the number 2 again. Because guess what? I was COVID queen. Yeah. I became Miss Nigeria this month. The whole world decided to wrap up. Like in 2 months. I didn't even get to do any media rounds. I'm telling you this story because I need you to see how life works and how God works and how everything is leading to where you are supposed to be. And I'm still very much on my journey, by the way. So Miss Nigeria happened, COVID queen, lockdown. My business even shut down. I had a business, it was called Stylish Beauty NG. I used to order high-end brands, affordable brands. Like I won't sleep, my eyes like this. I'll be on laptop 247 looking for things on discount that I can sell to other people on an affordable price, but it's still original. I'm not selling counterfeit. So it was a huge business. It was exploding, and then COVID happened. My supplier couldn't ship in my products. A lot of things, my business just went boom. But that was the same period when God took me to the next level of my life where I became Miss Nigeria, right? And it was a very confusing time for me because beauty queens are used to doing media rounds, going around the country as Miss Nigeria, state to state and all. But during my time, we were home. And you know what I realized? there's no mistake in any of it. Everything happens for a reason. I was the best queen they would have ever had at that time because I was more intellectual than physical. I even tell people if I stand and you see me, I'm wearing heels by the way, I'm very short. I have 6 inches under this. I'm not the tallest girl. Like when beauty queens stand, I don't know if you know Anita Uka here. I'm like a dwarf standing next to Anita. I'm looking at her up like, hey, babe. So when people see me and I'm like, I'm a beauty queen, they're like, how? You're this small, as polished as you are. I'm like, yeah. So I was the best queen at the time because it wasn't really about the physical stuff. I didn't even care about the physical stuff. I'm someone that loves to serve. Like I find my true passion and joy when I've done something that involves serving somebody else. That's what truly makes me happy. So at that time I was serving, we were spreading messages of hopes. That's where my online journey started. That's why I'm telling you the story. I want to connect you to it. Because if COVID didn't happen, maybe I wouldn't have taken the Instagram seriously. I wouldn't have probably taken Snapchat seriously and every other social, because at the end of the day, we were not seeing each other. It was online, we were communicating. At that time, I had live videos with Miss America, Miss UK, a lot of misses of different countries. We were always having these live videos, just discussing what was going on, telling people where your marks, be safe, all of that. But from these small things, my audience began to grow. People began to see me. From these live video collaborations I was doing, after each one, I'll notice people following me, liking my content, all of that. It was encouraging me. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I should continue doing this. And I just continued doing it, putting out more content during the COVID era. I archived a lot of it later. So the thing is, with me, over time, I go and archive my posts, and I'll tell you why. I wish I could see here. I like to gist. But I'm going to find a way to really summarize this whole thing and pass my message. There's a message in everything I'm saying. Just listen. So that happened, and then during the same COVID time, I went into Forex. How many of you know me as a Forex person at all? Somebody knows me from there? Okay, because some people started following me from Most Beautiful Girl Taraba. Some people joined my journey during Miss Nigeria. Some got on board during my Forex journey. I want you to see how it goes. It's a journey, it's a process. And some people joined me after, or I'll say majority joined me after the Big Brother reality TV, right? But during the Forex time, the same thing. We were online, collaborative things. Then the world started opening up. We started having events, small events like this. In this Ikeja, will come, gather, have events, encourage each other, trade, do things, celebrate each other. And after that, I started doing my Miss Nigeria programs. I got so busy. I couldn't keep up with the Forex thing, so I had to drop it because the thing with Forex is it takes your whole life. It takes you completely. You have to be in front of your laptop. Yeah. So I had to leave that completely and start doing my, charity things. Fast forward, Big Brother came, the opportunity came. Now, it takes me back to boldness. I was in a place where I literally had to pray and fast before I had the courage or could find the boldness to walk up to my parents and say, I want to do this. But guess what? If I wasn't bold enough to go to them and say, I want to do this, I probably wouldn't be on this path I'm on right now, right? It took that courage for me to go to them, that boldness to say, this is what I want to do. During Miss Nigeria, although my father supported me during Most Beautiful Girl Taraba, during Miss Nigeria, they weren't really so supportive because for them, they saw it as a distraction. They didn't really understand it. Like, I studied law, and I'm such a beautiful lawyer, by the way. I graduated with good grades. You'll be shocked because I actually interned for 3 good years at my uncle's firm, and that was when I knew that I didn't see a life where I was going to be in court waiting for somebody to come and adjourn a case for months. Or I noticed that even the small modeling I was doing by the side, outside my internship, they will pay me small money that when I come to the office, my salary, and the money I've collected for one job. When I see the money, I see what I'm doing 1 month. I'm like, God, this cannot be my life. So I already knew from when I was working, even though my uncle would put so much pressure because, I'm his niece, so he didn't want it to look like favoritism, so he would pile up the work on me. You understand what I mean? And even though he would do all of that, I just knew that this was just a matter of time. It's not my calling. My parents will be all right. Over time, I just need to keep being bold and taking bold decisions in my life. And that's what I kept doing. So when Miss Nigeria came, it was also a bold decision. The support was not really there because my dad wanted me to go and do something else, right? So it was a struggle, but I still went on with it. You know that day at the back of the Miss Nigeria stage, just before it started, I looked around me, and guess what? I was alone. True story. I've said this many times. I was alone. I looked around me like everybody was with their family, their friends. I was alone. But you know one thing I've always been? I'm someone who's very organized. Oof. I have OCD, it's crazy. I'm so neat, I'm so organized. So even though I was alone, I had organized everything I needed. So I didn't even need anybody. I just knew that, I don't know how I'm going to do this thing, but I'm here and I'm going to get it done. And I got it done, and I won. Surprisingly. When I won, I went home. That was when my parents finally got the picture of what it is that I was really pursuing for my life. and they started to see it, because you know how they saw it? The celebration. When I went back home, the way people welcomed me. My parents were like, for this small thing that this you that I seeing like this in the house is what I say, yes, so stay there. I said, before you blink, I will keep moving, and people will be looking at me. And that was how I started taking steps. Now, after Big Brother, I faced one of the biggest problems in my life. All of you here know what happened. The disqualification, the backlash. Chef Omoye said something earlier. She said some people go viral for the wrong reasons, right? I can raise my hand and say I did go viral for the wrong reasons. Yeah, I'm here. I did go viral for the wrong reasons. But what I'll say to you is, just because you go viral for the wrong reasons doesn't mean that you can't turn it around. And I need you to understand that you must always give yourself grace to grow. If you do not put yourself out there, the audience you're looking for will not find you. There were two decisions I had to make. Listen to everybody, strangers that didn't know me, and watched me for 2 weeks and saw a weakness and judged me. Or clean myself back up, come out and continue doing what I was doing consistently. And I chose the other part. I've been pursuing my life boldly ever since then. This is how I see it. I'm like, this is my lane, and this is what I'm going to do. And for my followers, I don't know, how many of you follow me here on Snapchat? So Snapchat is where I actually share my day-to-day life. Like, literally, everything I'm doing. Like, I'm very authentic on Snapchat. On Snapchat, you can see me without a wig. You can see me dancing crazy. Just anything. On Snapchat is where, the way God made me. You see me there like that all the time. Or even when I'm glammed and all. And my Snapchat is also monetized. I want to sit here and let you know that all my social media platforms are monetized, because it's part of the things they asked me to speak about. And we're going to touch briefly on it. I'll just give you some tips and tricks on how to make money from your social media, because don't let anybody deceive you. I'm making a lot of money from social media. I thought about disclosing my funds at the end of each year, but then at the same time, for my security, I won't do that, because the thing is, Nigerians, I feel like Nigerians, when you say, take this, it will work for you, they feel like they have to jump over the roof or something. They don't just believe that things can be easy if you just work smart and follow the details. Social media is a game of numbers. It is a playing field of numbers. If you want to excel on Instagram and other social medias, you need to know how to study the numbers, how to make the numbers grow. It is the numbers that the brands come to you for. Different things though. The number, the value, and there are reasons why brands will come to you. Like with me, I work with multiple brands, but my motto when working with a brand, I always tell people I'll pick the 1 over the 10. I don't give a damn if they are sharing 100 million there for 100 people. If the brand doesn't align with me and what I want to do and what I stand for as a person, I would stay here while everybody goes there. I've done it many times, many. I've had to drop, in fact, you know the funny thing, I think I've said more no's in my life than I've said yes. But you see, one thing I always tell people, when you know what you're doing, when you stay consistent, when you know that the value that you bring to the table, you see that yes, when you finally get it, it's going to be a million no's. Does that make sense? I want you to always choose quality over quantity. Please hear me now. With every brand that you work with everything that you want to do, the kind of contents that you want to put out, always choose quality over quantity. Don't do things because everybody is doing and is trending if it does not align with you. Do things that you can look back 10 years after, and you can probably sit with someone and carry your phone and you're showing them the things that you're doing, and you say, oh, this is the work that I do. This is my work. Something you can be proud of. Don't do it just because it's social media. Nobody knows me. They are strangers. Who cares? Do they know me? Do they know where I live? Do they even know my real life? Social media is not real. It's a lie. Social media is real. And that's why lifestyle influencers like me are thriving, because people see you. They see your vulnerability. They see you as you are. They love you as you are. Social media thrives because there are many people in this world who love to watch other people's lives. Yes. They love to watch other people's lives. They just want to see how you're living, how you're doing everything you're doing, and all. Now, with lifestyle content, it's a very broad niche. And you know, it involves a lot of things, from fashion to beauty, to travel, to wellness, to your daily vlogs and routine, to your personal growth, to social networking and events. Guys, I attend so many events that I'm tired sometimes. But like Amazing Clef said, consistency. You still have to show up. Me sitting here is showing up. I came to meet you as much as you came to see me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a two-way street. Now, why does lifestyle work? Because for real, it's relatable. Let's be real. It's relatable. Like, you see some funny videos on Instagram and you're like, I've been struggling to draw my brows, really. Finally, I can get to see the right way. It's something that everybody, when you see a video, it's something you can just, whatever video it is, from beauty to workouts, whatever, it just depends on how the creator or you as a creator wants to, send that message. You can decide to make your content funny. You can decide to make your content highly luxurious. You can decide to make your content very simple. Do you know that? Do you want to know Daniel Rega here? Do you know Daniel Rega is still content creating? I hope you know that. Please don't ever be deceived. When you see all the firewood in the bush and all that bullshit, that nigga has gone to look for somewhere to go and take that picture, to come and milk it and make his money. I hope you know he's making money on X. Just like me, I make money on Instagram. So my Instagram is, I make money on Instagram fully for brands. Let's dive a little into monetization, just in case my time is up. I don't want you guys to miss that. I make money from Instagram for brands. So for what I do on my Instagram is, hear me and hear me now. Every event that you see me go to, if it's not impactful, like what I'm doing right now, so this I group under impact, right? I don't charge for it. But any other place you see me visit, restaurant, as long as I'm making a reel or video, just know that I've collected my money for it. Yeah. If you see me tag any brand, like clothing, just know that I've collected my money, baby. Just know that. And all the many other brands that I work for. So Instagram is, I see it as my real workplace. I tell people, you come to Instagram to have fun, right? Enjoy, consume content. But we that create the content, sometimes consuming it can also be hard. So I see it as a workspace. So when I'm not working, I want to stay away from there. And then I go to Snapchat to play with my people who are interested in my day-to-day on seriousness, right? And now let me tell you the funny thing. Will you believe me if I tell you that I actually have way more crazy numbers on Snapchat than any other platform? Like on a bad day that I didn't even go anywhere, I didn't even dress up, I don't look this fine, I'm pulling over 2 million views. It means 2 million people are actually on that my Snapchat, just watching nothing that I'm doing, guys. I need you to understand this thing. And on the days I actually go out, like my birthdays, on Snapchat, I do over 10M. I can show you, it's all here. It's on my phone. And by the way, just so you know, I'm not the kind of person that tells people you need a lot of things. If you want to do your own setup and be a content creator who creates fully, that's amazing, because guess what? You get to charge fully and you have all rights to everything you're doing. But just with this phone, I know some of you sit here and say, oh, I need money. I heard someone ask a question like that earlier. Oh, I need money. I need this. I need that. Should I tell you what you need for starters? Do you really want to hear? You see your phone? Can you carry it up? How many of you have like a smartphone here? Can I see? I'm very sure everybody here has a smartphone, right? You see this phone? You see this sun that is free? You see this sun that is free? This sun is better than any light. It is better than any light. See, God knows what he's doing. Oh. It is better than any light that you want to buy. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Those of you that really want to start, except you're doing cho-cho-cho, you're not serious. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is real talk now. Me to you. You want to start. You see sun that God gave you. It's better than any light. You see your phone. I promise you, sometimes your phone videos are even way better than that camera. After they put the color graded and all. As long as, you know the problem, a lot of you, if I tell you that the problem most of you are having is that you don't even clean your camera, will you believe me? My friends, they hate me because once you see me on site, the first thing I'll tell you, clean your camera, clean your camera. As you see me, clean your camera. Once I'm saying, clean your camera, no matter the video, clean your camera, do it again. Because most of you don't even realize that sometimes you drop your phone on places, your cameras are dirty, and then you start having blurry content. If you want people to consume your content, first it has to be clear. Please. It has to be clear. It has to be sharp. And that's why I say the sun is the best gift. Whatever it is that you're doing. When I was doing my business, Stylish Beauty, do you know how I was selling my clothes? I didn't have any serious setup. My father's dining chair, I carried it. I put a white cloth over it. This is products. Carry products, put on top. And you take your picture outside under the sun. And there are ways to reduce the lighting on your phone for whatever effect, that mood that you want to create, whether it's a low light. Are you guys going to have a workshop? I hope they're going to have a workshop. Trendupp, please. Just something more practical, you know. So you can start from there. And I always tell people, even if it's fashion content you want to do, you don't have to wear a Gucci or Versace. No offense. Do you know there are many people that have money but can't even style themselves? I hope you know styling is different from wearing. You could have an outfit. I could give somebody else this outfit, and they still won't wear it like this. They put the trouser over the top. Yeah. Styling is different from wearing. If I wanted to still style this, there are many ways I can still go in on this outfit. I can throw on a scarf. There are many things I can still do. So it's not about how expensive it is. It's how you make it look.
How many of you know the heart connoisseur? That there's this babe that all her content she has hearts on. You know her, right? Like you just need to find what it is that you like doing. And like Amazing Clef said, I'm also learning that because I'm a perfectionist, like I said earlier. So I struggle with if the content isn't perfect, it doesn't go out. I can tell you there are many contents on this phone. When I show you, you'll be like, are you crazy? Why is this not out? It will never go out. And it's just because I feel like there are some things that are there I'm not so comfortable with, right? But now I'm learning how to, it may not be so perfect, but as long as it's good, it's fine. Just put it out there. So I'm beginning to do that, but I still don't know if I like it. But I think it's still part of the learning process, right? And growing too. So for the monetization, there are many platforms you can use. You can use Instagram. You can use TikTok. I'm sure all of you know that TikTok. I mean TikTok Live and all. You see them every day. They are there collecting lions and stuff. If you have the energy to collect lions, my dear, go collect your lions. If you have the energy to do viral content on Twitter, but me, I tell people Twitter, it's not for me. I'm sorry, I don't have the energy. Those people, nah, I can't do that. And it's just because of the kind of brands I work with. Like, to be on Twitter, I feel like, no offense, you need every day you wake up, you need to take a tab of wickedness. Like, just swallow it. You swallow wickedness, then you also swallow audacity while we are here. You understand? Then you now go there and face all the people that are there waiting for you. But Twitter takes a lot of my energy. Twitter for me is just advocacy, spreading good messages and all. Instagram, money, brands, and aesthetics too. It's part of lifestyle influencing. Please don't deceive yourself. You can't do lifestyle influencing without aesthetics. Like, you need to know what your aesthetic is about. No, we don't want to go to your page and we're tired, bro. Like, before I even go past 6 posts, like, everything is just happening. Like, you don't even know which one do you want to do. Now, for all of you here who want to do fashion influencing under lifestyle, I want to give you a challenge. If you're serious, not cho-cho-cho, give yourself a 30-day reel challenge. I didn't say pictures, reels. 1 reel every day. I cannot lie to you. Gadus, I don't know if you ever lie for you. 1 reel every day, 30 days. Who's going to do that? You're currently doing that. Are you seeing results? It may not show in the followers, but are you seeing the numbers at the back end? That's the numbers that you need to focus on. Now, a lot of you go to my Instagram, you see 706, 7 maybe today, I don't know. But guess what? That's not the numbers I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with over 20 million at my reach. That's what I'm dealing with. When I left Brother House, my reach was showing close to 100 million because the whole Nigeria was carrying my matter on their head. So they were on my page. Whether they are liking, they are not liking, whether they are gossiping, they are not gossiping, they were there. And that's what you show brands. That's the mistake a lot of influencers make. This thing I'm telling you, I can confidently tell you that even some of my colleagues don't know this thing I just told you. You don't work with the 767. You don't work with the 10K. You don't work with the comments. You don't work with the shares. You work with your reach. You work with your dashboard. You work with the back end. That's how you get the real money. That's what you work with. Because I may have 767 up there, but it doesn't change the fact that my back end is showing me over how many million people camping on my page, day in, day out. Whether they are engaging or not, they are there. I can see where they're from. I can see the men, I can see the women, I can see the age brackets. How many of you actually take time to study your page? It's not just about post and go. How many of you actually take time to even check the best? Oh, I can see hands, I love that. How many of you even take time to check your best posting time? When is the best time that your audience wants you to post? How many of you take time to post the content and go back to your story to ask your audience for feedback? Interactive content is very easy. What do you guys want to see from me? I should round up, Abby. I like gist. I'm so sorry, guys. So I'm going to leave you with a few things. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with a few things, just like some few words. Even with 3,000 to 5,000 followers, you can still earn money. Did you hear what I just said? Even with 3 to 5K, you can still earn money. I wish I could sit here and give you the full blueprint. There are people I've had the opportunity to give this full blueprint, and they've come back to me with results. People actually beg me to do a masterclass where I'm just teaching Instagram. I understand Instagram like the back of my hand. I don't think you understand. See, I always tell people, I feel like I do so many things that I don't even have time to focus just on one thing, to be honest, because my foundation, even though it's not out there, I'm working. I'm doing a lot of work at the back, I promise you. And I'm preparing to put all that work together and now come and bombard you with it and say, see what I've been doing at the back, right? So I don't even have, like I tell, how many of you know Modella, my friend? Mo has energy. 2-4. Guys, see, I'm going to leave you with one thing. Just start. Start imperfect. Start anyhow. Your lifestyle influence can be anything. It could be your fashion. It could be your style. It could be your voice. Speak even if your voice shakes. Show up even if you don't know how to show up. Even if your catwalk isn't perfect and you want to do catwalk videos, do it. The more you walk, it will get better. The more you walk, it will get better. That's what you need to understand. Like, the more you keep doing it, it's just going to become a part of you. Like, at some point, you wake up, you don't even need anybody to tell you what to do. You just know what to do. So please, I need you guys to just start.
Ever since you guys realized that alerts are flowing, your energy has been different. I'm observing all of you. Did I say there's question? What do you mean? What do you mean there is? It's my job. I can decide that there's no question. But sadly as it may, we can only accept one question. And then that one question has to be the first person to stand up. Now what for now? Sit down back. Sit down. The first person to stand up. So please, you have to maybe ask her whenever you see her next. No, it has to be her. Yes. So just one question for Beauty. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So my question for you is, how do you handle... Okay, my question for you is, how do you handle trolls online?
My dear, are we still talking about trolls? Really? You're talking about... They get with a stranger, they talk. Stranger that doesn't know you. My dear, like, for real, people still care about trolls in 2025.
No, because there was one time I made a content and then somebody made a very disgusting comment.
What did they say?
Okay, I used to work for a TV station and they made me handle Twitter blogging. And I'm not really good with it. So I made a post and then somebody was like, oh, I should stop doing this. I should go and check Yaba Left. What I'm doing is very stale. And I won't lie to you. Throughout that day at the office,
you were not yourself.
I wasn't myself. I felt really bad because I was like,
because a stranger somewhere.
I'm just starting this thing and
with 2 MB. With 2 MB.
Like, it got to me.
Someone that doesn't even have the audacity that you have to actually do what you've actually tried to even do is telling you that you're terrible at it. Then you that you know that God has given you all that you have, you are now letting it affect you. Didn't you hear when I sat here and I told you that you have to swallow dose of wickedness to go on Twitter every day? My dear, take that advice. I'm not even joking. You see, on Twitter, they insult me all the time. Ooh, I'm there. They love you. I don't care about these people. It doesn't affect my bank. See, let me tell you, there's only one thing that makes me sad. When I don't have money, my mood, my face is just like this. Like, when my money reduces small, I'm not really in a good mood. That's the only time you can catch me sleeping. Babe, nothing really makes me sad. I don't care what you have to say. Because the numbers are numbering. The figures are showing. When I go out, the love is a lot. You know what I tell my friends all the time? If you don't highlight that negative comment, till you die, nobody will ever know that thing was said. I hope you know that. So, when I see people that there's 1,000 positives, but you go and pin that negative, I think there's something wrong with you. Because you're not seeing the love. You're only focusing on one hate out of 10,000 love. My dear, that's the answer right there. I don't think you need me to say it.
Have you heard? Are you good? We're not trying to, sideline your emotions, but say no to trolls and don't care about them. So first of all, I would like to appreciate every single person that came from outside Lagos. Kí la wá fẹ́ fún yín báyìí? Thank you. It's thank you now, food. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming to impact in your life. And also, a very special appreciation to all the panelists. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us. And also, a special appreciation to all the facilitators from 1 to the 5th. Thank you so much. God bless every single one of you. And also to tell you that you people that saw a lot, you didn't act like it too. Let them know that have you not seen it? Now, silent killers. When you wanted us to vote for you, you stood up, oh. You see life after supporting them. They don't want to share the money. You don't want to share dollars, Abby? Where is the uncle? You were the first to come on stage. That's how life is, though. When you are trying to, but when you've won, you don't need anything. So now we are bringing up. Sorry, no more questions. Now we're bringing up one of the most special people here. I mean, we've had so many amazing moments, but now for the note speech, which is our very own Mr. Idris Aregbe, Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Tourism, Arts and Culture. Please make some noise for Mr. Idris Aregbe.
Well, good afternoon once again. I see some tired faces, but don't worry, it's for a reason. We'll get there, Abi. I think I'm going to start with the last speaker. Beauty, thank you very much. We really do appreciate those your input, but Beauty did not start from Big Brother or some Taraba. Abi, don't mind how at this stage that you guys are, you need that hustle. When you get to that your own turning point, then you cannot begin to choose. At this point that we are, we need to just keep the hustle real. Let's keep doing it. But one beautiful thing about the fact that we all know, and which is why we at the state government think that we are under celebrated, is that you don't have to go too far to make it. We've seen a lot of beautiful stories in Lagos. People coming into Lagos to make it, and when they make it well. And that's the more reason why, we have the likes of, the beauty, the Big Brothers, and quite a number of people here, making their waves in Lagos. That is what Lagos is all about. I want to appreciate you all, for coming. I don't want to bore you with enough speeches, because I really do understand that you've been in this hall for about 5-6 hours. It's a beautiful day, and I've made a pledge. I'll continue to, do what we can, what we have to do to keep supporting, the young talent. This is what we are. This is the way we can celebrate, and this is the way we can, push Lagos forward. We cannot do it alone. There are quite a number of you who believe so much in Lagos. There are even some of you sitting down here who love Lagos more than I do. So we need to identify with people like you and make sure that we all come together and make sure that Lagos continue to win, Lagos continue to lead, and we'll continue to make ourselves, better. I'm not going to leave the stage again without, I think there's also there's a young lady that I saw, that spoke. I think her name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Please, can you come on stage, please? I also like to, bring in the visionaire on stage. Please join us on stage. My darling Egbon, I want you on stage, please, sir. We also have with me, is also on my entourage, he's the producer of the biggest platform on TVC. It's called Your View. I don't know if any of you. Dolapo, please, can you also come on stage as well? Then Beauty, please join us on stage as well. And the host as well. But before that, Egbon, she's your product. I know what you can do. And that's why, you're here on stage with me, please. Let's make it count. Beauty, please give us all the support that you can. Please, Please, we need to bring her on Your View. Please. No matter what it costs, we need to bring her on Your View. And before I hand over the mic to you, I know you have an account, Abby.
Yes, sir.
I'll put $1 million there today. So let's start with that, okay? Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Wemsfield's Elizabeth Wemimo by name. Oluwa Wemimo, that is my name. Sincerely, I was shocked when husband material, when he connected with my name. Because I don't really tell people my name because it's not really a popular name like that. So when he started, he said, "Oh, Kiri, like you're not small." This morning, to be sincere, I resigned at my workplace. Because they feel like I just had to do it because I'm not enjoying it. I'm not feeling it. I studied English in Olabisi Onabanjo University, and I'm not fulfilled where I was. I sincerely, but I just got that push. Just go. Audacity. You need to get audacity. You need the visibility, right? You can't get it in your comfort zone. You just need to go out there. So I just had to come out. See, I didn't really have to bother about salary. Like, I know I don't have a job at this moment, but I just have to go and build it. Please, to somebody out there, don't stay in your comfort zone, please. Some people will be like, okay, you want to leave a job, and you're like, oh, there's no other job around. It's better you get another one before you leave. So, but I just have to tell myself, I'm not fulfilled. Let me just leave, please. Thank you so much, everybody.
Okay. So, let me quickly say some words, right? First, congrats. Like, I know earlier I was saying something when I was giving my speech. I was talking about how 5 years down the line, some people here would note today, right, as a key to their success, right? And we didn't even know this was going to happen, right? This word audacity is beyond just a word, honestly. Trendupp Awards has been here for 5 years. This is the word that has been guiding us. You need to be audacious to get to anywhere. That's why I use even the president, for you to know that everyone needs audacity to get to where they are going. Who knows? Who would have known that she even resigned today? That's audacious, right? So I really think that you should take this being audacious more seriously, honestly, with your journey. And to the SA who continues to be crucial to the creative economy, right? Everything is done since he's held this role on behalf of the governor of Lagos State continues to be admirable, right? So I want to thank you, Honorable Idris Aregbe. Thank you so much. And thanks to all our sponsors as well. Congrats again. Yeah, I think you should have something. I think you should something.
Okay, interesting. Are we happy to be here? I think for me the key lesson is that nobody can stop you except you. Hello? In life, no one is ever defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. Refuse to be defeated. And that's what you are seeing here. That word audacity, you need to internalize it, you need to imbibe it, you need to live it. In life, if your presence is not felt, your absence will not be missed. Thank you.
Oh, I think we can take the pictures now, then. Okay, so sorry, Mr. Idris, we still need you for the certificate presentation while I call out. So I'll be calling out some of the participants now. If you hear your name, please just come on stage or just line up here so we can do the pictures one after the other. Are we doing it one after the other together? Okay, together. So the first person here is Stanley Afan John. Please make some noise for him. The second person is Anifowoshe Adedamola Samuel. Third, Rita Ogu. I'm sorry. But yeah. Shedrack Ediri. Akinola Said. Aishat Abdullahi. Oluwatoyin Gabriela Ajayi. Obasi Samuel. I think that's all that we have. Not everybody's here. Okay. We have 5. Okay, 6. Are you part of them? We have just 6 people. So, sir, please, we need you for. Yes. Obasi. Obasi. Oluwatoyin. Oluwatoyin. Okay. Aishat. Okay. Akinola Said. Shedrack Ediri. Rita. Anifowoshe. Stanley Afan. This person is. Amazing Clef, are you still in the building? Okay, he's coming. The visual advocate, Mr. Ayo, are you still in the building? We need you on stage, please. So the next set of people, Joss Ganil Cephas Jr., Isemwan Iyomo, Chukwemeka Chidebere, Afolarin Wuraola, Sam Ade Martin, Chidera Nwajiofo, Victory Amadin. You can get your certificates from her. Please, we need to be very fast. Please hasten up if you heard your name. Please hasten up and join them on stage. Thank you. Join them on stage. Hasten up and join them on stage. No, I'm not. Simon Umes. Chioma, Bartholomew Rosemary, Chioma, please, the third set should hasten up and join them on stage after this picture. Okay, we're done with the second set. You can go now. The third set, please. Please join them on stage. Nkem Nneka. Please make it snappy. Edward Progress. Oguntoyibo Olaoluwa. Onomise Damilare.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is, I'm sorry, I'm crying. My name is Iyomo Isemoa. And I know Pooja will know Misha. And there's something I want to say. I'm a registered nurse. And I graduated with 2-1, that is second class upper. And nobody graduated with a first class in my class. But in April, after my induction into the nursing profession, I discovered that I never wanted to be not never, but I thought I don't want to be a nurse anymore. I'm actually a football content creator. I know Peter might not be proud of me quitting my job, but I care a lot for people. But I just discovered that me caring is not showing it to probably the sick or something, and I realized that I can channel my care and love to somewhere else. When Abike talked about the Audacity challenge, I was trying to be organized because she said raise your hand up, but the people who ran here, it was like we didn't know we're forming big boys. Meanwhile, we're just trying to be organized and follow protocol. So for my own brand, I know I don't really have it with numbers, but I know I've shown my love with grassroots footballers, and Pooja can attest to it. I even did some days challenge of posting grassroots footballers, and I've covered a lot of grassroots footballers, a lot of their content. And when I knew that I was meant to be there was when a Super Eagles footballer, Frank Onyeka, told me, "You this girl, you are everywhere." And I told him, I'm just trying to hustle. And he said he understands. So I want to use this opportunity. I was thinking on meeting Sycamore after she spoke for like a sponsorship, because I was planning to cover the Wafubi tournament in Ghana. And I'm not here to beg for money. I'm here to ask for sponsorship, and I'm going to return with my value. I have a lot of publicity, and I am going to sell. I know maybe you guys are popular, but I'm also going to let the world know that, okay, Sycamore is sponsoring something as huge as supporting the little ones. And also, Mr. Idris, I also wanted you to see me, I also wanted you to see me. I'm not asking you to dash me the money. If you have a brand, if you have a personal business, I am going to put it on all my videos. If it's for me to submit a proposal, I'm going to do it. Then Dot Media, please, I'm just asking for a sponsorship to Ghana to cover my dream tournament. I'm not talking about the AFCON now. I'm just talking about Wafubi. Thank you.
No, there's nothing more to say. Okay. Again, I think all I have to say is honestly to commend our Audacity. Sometimes Audacity might make you do things more than once before you get it. It doesn't mean it has to happen the first time. So I commend our Audacity for doing this, basically. Well done, and hopefully something comes out of this, honestly.
Okay. For being here, for being audacious, to push for what you desire, you've gotten that sponsorship from one of my brands.
Absolutely.
So you see, Abike.
The next set that should get ready, Oluwadamilare Adewoye, Adeleye Feoluwa, Ademolu Adebola, David Ogbu, Ezike Claudio, Oluwafisayo Adeton, Oshifeso Emmanuel, Sadiq Basit, Titi Ogunlalu, Anifowose Abayomi. Okay, please join them on stage immediately for your pictures. Get your certificate and join them on stage. Okay, please join them on stage for the picture. This is the last set for the photo session. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you every single person for coming.
Hi guys. Are you with me? Can you hear me? Okay, great. How would you rate the result of the masterclass generally? Can you make some noise so that we can hear? Like how? Great, great. Again, there has been so much opportunities on this stage today. And there are some that are even going on the back scene. So we have Sam Ochoma, who is the CEO of the Hook Entertainment. And I think he had one of the people that participated in the Audacity Challenge. And he's promising to give them a platform to work with one of the biggest movie directors. I think the person is a cinematographer. Is he still here? Okay. So Sam Ochoma, who is the CEO and founder of the Hook Entertainment, will be giving you an opportunity to work with one of the biggest directors. Is it Kayode Kasu? Yes. So we will announce that director. They just released a movie, by the way, called Unclaimed, just 2 weeks ago. So the Hook Entertainment will be giving you that. And I think Beauty as well just paid for someone's class with Omoye Cooks because she said she's one of our biggest fans and wants to be in our class. So Beauty just paid for that class as well. Please put your hand together. So guys, honestly, that's what Trendupp is made of. We're a platform that wants to continue to support creators in your journey. Again, like I said earlier, depending on no matter what level you are on, whether you're just starting, whether you're halfway, whether you're already there, because again, some people are already there and they continue to push higher. Trendupp will always be that platform that you can bank on, right, for support and any kind of funding, information, or whatever you need. Again, the main awards is going to be happening on July 13th at Federal Palace, Balmoral. Everyone in the hall will be getting an invite. This is a strictly... Thank you. Has anyone been to the awards before? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Some of you. So it's a strictly by Ivy event. We have influencers and content creators coming from different parts of the continent. Last year, we had content creators from Kenya, Rwanda, South Africa, and all those other countries. Yeah, and I think the category for the international award was won by a Ghanaian called Endurance Grand. But this year, we are with the emergence of this masterclass, we are going to be able to give you guys the opportunity to come experience the award. So everyone that was able to make it as a participant will be invited, right, for the main awards. Thank you so much. Thank you to our partners. Again, Pepsi Nigeria has been our backbone from the start. We continue to be grateful for them, joining us on this journey, amplifying the voices of creators. Sycamore, you should check out Sycamore. You should download the app. It helps with loans, helps with investment. It's one of the leading fintech brands in Nigeria right now. You should check them out. And also, please participate in the challenge. There's a huge prize that has been announced that will be given to whoever wins, right? Yes, so please participate in it. It's a 7-day challenge, right? And again, that's free money for your craft, to support your craft and your journey. So please make sure you participate in that. Tramango as well, one of the leading travel platform, is a partner this year. Please check them out. These are people that have just stood as the platform we stand on. So we're continually grateful. And lastly, Lagos State Government, the Lagos State Government Ministry of Arts and Culture, led by Honorable Idris Aregbe. We're really grateful for your partnership. Thank you so much. Have a great one, guys, and see you on July 13th.